What's got you all bumfuzzled over there? Get going.
Something else we
We're
can
going
do
to
for you?
No, just glad you guys worked it out.
Ah. Well, I could say the same to you.
Ha!
I guess I was getting a bit full of myself.
Told him what he needed to hear, how's it sounds to me.
Just the same. I'm sorry for how I spoke to you, Sindri. You forgive me?
Already have. Like you said, it all worked out. Now, let us get back to work before I get sentimental.
Let's sort you out. Sure you're winning smiles, armor enough, but why take chances? That there's quality material. Rate you're going, might last a day. That ought to keep them packing bits off you.
Okay, now you guys should be able to hear me. I was gonna say, so for some fucking reason, I guess this is kind of cool, kind of not. Streamlabs transfers over your settings from whatever you're streaming on. So if you're not streaming on, let's say, my PC, and I have my headset, my headphone and shit right here, it's not gonna register this as connected, so I have to swap it over manually. Anyways, hello Jeremy, hello Red Dusk. Yeah, I was like, that was kind of weird, no response. I mean, I'll probably still won't get a response, but yeah.
You hitting the road or chewing the fat?
Oh boy, look at Kratos being a good father. Look at Kratos being a good father figure. Psych. You know, how many side quests are in this game now that I think about it?
Quite a bit.
Because I was going to say, not all of them have an achievement, right? Only a few do?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually like on the map how you can actually see the full corpse of the giant. How old is Kratos supposed to be? I think he's like... I think he might be around like 40 or 50 years old by the time this game comes around. As far as I know, he's not that old.
If you're thinking about hurling us all into the void, I hope you're quite sure.
Wasn't it your idea? Find your own path, right?
Bollocks.
This is where Tyr stepped beyond, and the Unity Stone protected him. Ready?
Ready.
Well, if this is it, lads, it's been an honor.
Our faith head.
So basically, I've always kind of wondered that whole void shenanigans. Like, if you step into a void, do you just cease to be because there's a void, or is there just nothing there in that void?
Oh, how can I be so nauseous without a stomach?
Come on. That was great.
Look.
The tower. I knew there was something down here.
Amazing. How do you hide something that exists in all realms? Cast it out of any realm to the space between. Clever old Tyr.
Is Jotunheim on the other side?
Can't be that. It's not like you go through Vanaheim to reach the Midgard peak.
How old is it, Trace?
How do we use it?
I'd suggest we look inside, but stay alert. Tyr's little challenges are never as simple as they appear.
I have noticed.
I think Atreus is like, what, 11 or 12 by the time this game happens? No, I think he's a little younger. I think he's like 8.
It's around that.
I was gonna say, because I'm pretty sure. Well, how old is he during Ragnarok? Like 16? Or have they not confirmed anything?
Well, this is
They haven't
smart.
confirmed anything.
The pedestal.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Isn't there like 4 boss battles here?
Oh no! It took the stone.
No, just a shit ton of fights.
It's absorbing the stone's energy.
Something's happening. Is it moving? It's moving.
It knows what to do. The stone served its purpose. We're fulfilling Tyr's spell.
What happens now?
No, I
Blast of Hephaestus? That seems kind of weird. You know, considering what you did to him? Hephaestus was just trying to protect his daughter, and then Kratos was like, die. That's exactly how it went down, in case you guys haven't seen God of War 3. That is exactly one-to-one with what happened. Are you trying to get yourself to level fucking 6 before the fight starts?
Yep.
Can you not equip any of those level 6 items? Or is this an actual game where it's probably better to actually? Well, no, it's not. It's not better to read through the shit, is it?
All I was reading is because I wanted to get Runic and cooldown up there as fast as possible.
I see.
This way, 50 seconds.
That's still quite a while.
Yeah, but that's only 37. Wait till we get to 14.
Dear brother, after that fall, I'm sure we're past the worst of it. Oh, no, this is considerably worse.
Are you trying to line them all up for something?
Shit. No, the lightning are supposed to stun all of them.
Oh wow. Do you have that sub on lightning arrow? Hello, Ezra. Are you supposed to kill all of them? Probably.
Yep.
I mean, the game gives you the tools to do this by this point.
Yeah. Start using the shield more.
So we'll just have to see if Devil can pull it off. Will Devil unlock Super Kratos mode? Find out never.
Holy shit.
Damn. I'll help him, Demon. Bro, man, let's respond to my DM. I'll have to ask him if he got it then. I'll start looking. Oh, nice. Summer Festival's here.
This?
Man, bro, this part of the game stressed me out though. Through my first take, holy fuck. So honestly, I don't see us being as bad if Devil didn't insist on going on the hardest fucking difficulty. Can't you close the gates on them or no? You know, this tier, God of War 4, there's no rule. All God of War is hardest difficulty, but there's Dark Souls rules. Well, God of War 4 does have a role. It's just that at least it looks kind of shit. Devil's a Chad for that? Nah, bro, nah. He's over here like, bro, don't worry, Zim. Next game, hardest difficulty from word go. Don't you worry, Zim. I got you. Devil, please.
Exactly.
So, chat for liking pain and suffering. Devil, you should definitely play SMT. You know, and here I was worried Devil wasn't going to be able to crack the 500 before he was done with the game. But you know what? He just put my fears to rest.
Say, this room sucks.
Well, I was like, so Devil started a brand new file on the hardest difficulty just to prove how good he was at the game.
Oh no, it wasn't that.
Are you sure?
It's to prove I could do it.
I'm pretty
Even though
sure.
there is no achievement, unlike there was in every other God of War, for beating the hardest difficulty.
There's no achievement for being the hardest difficulty?
No.
Wait. Well, but you can play it on New Game Plus, right?
Yeah.
That's stupid. Elden Ring should have a difficulty mode, but only harder. Isn't that just New Game Plus? Yeah, Kevin's saying there is an achievement for it.
There isn't. Unless they added it.
I was gonna say, that seems kind of stupid to not have one.
Oh, bullshit.
Are you dead? Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but imagine New Game Plus on New Game. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just glad I'm free from there is like these sets of shields for New Game Plus as well. Also, the game rewards you for New Game Plus, from what I understand. It's just that like what Devil's saying is it doesn't give you an achievement, like fucking or a trophy. I think it's on PlayStation.
Yeah, there's no trophy for it.
Persona 4 New Game Plus 1 Zim, no carry. I am not doing no carryovers. Fuck out of here. Alright, let me see what's going on here. I know, but I'm pretty sure it does. How does Kratos get the Leviathan axe? It belonged to his wife. How's Devil gonna beat the Valkyrie? No. I know there's chance for playing through New Game Plus on Gaming God of War. Hang on. I'll look up the achievement list right now. No, Devil's right. There is, yeah, there's no achievement for beating the game on the hardest difficulty.
Thank you.
So, there's not even an achievement for beating the game, technically. What they give you as an achievement is spread the ashes. Oh, I really like this profile picture. It's amusing to me. That is when you play Gimme God of War while New Game Plus. I just looked at the achievement list, so unless the IGN Wiki achievement guide is outdated. Oh, did you finally clear it? Nope, he's still going at it. No, so the Leviathan axe was made by the two dwarves in the game. They made it, and they gave it to her. I think they say because they were kind of hoping she would do something with it. Like, they don't say it like that, but I think what they say is something along the lines of, I remember giving me his new sets of shields and armors. It's been a while, though. No. So, what Devil isn't saying is that the game doesn't reward you. What we're saying is that the game does not give you an achievement for clearing the hardest difficulty. So, like, if you wanted to... Hold up, let me look at this up. Like, if you wanted to platinum God of War, you would not have to beat on the hardest difficulty. Good job, though.
Oh, it's just beginning.
Yeah, but like you don't have to restart from every single fucking like door, right? Like once you clear one door, it's over, and then you gotta just go do the next one.
Let's hope.
You don't sound too confident in that.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, looks like Alphon.
Oh, it's a boss fight, right? Oh, these fuckers. Oh, that's right. You just go through like a fucking like a gauntlet now, huh? Of like all the enemies you fought. You can just feel Devil dying on the inside. Someone gonna watch Lord of the Rings series? Fuck no, that shit looks like trash. This kind of reminds me of DMC2 secret missions. Don't disrespect the DMC2 secret missions like that. Wait, what game mode is Devil playing on? Has he ever finished the game before? So Devil has beat the game before, but for this file, he's going at it with a fresh file. So, for the purposes of this file, no. But technically, yes.
Alright, so we gotta change the blades.
Unlike God of War, you fight two Argosacs at the same time on DMC2? Damn fucking right you do.
And fuck you.
Oh! Devil, I'm not fucking, you know, letting my anger issues out. Not even two perfections could defeat Dante. Too true. Too true.
Holy shit.
Oh, you got beat by fucking darkness?
Yeah, I got beat by the damn little explosions.
Oh, so it's playing on Game of God of War then? Because you can only access that when you play through the game once. Yes.
Yep, it's giving me God of War, but on a new playthrough.
Mistakes were certainly made that day. I am Dante. Lies. Deceptions. So apparently Thor 2 had like one of the biggest dips the MCU's had in a long time. Guess they weren't perfect after all. They were perfect to me. You mean Thor 4? Yes, Thor... Love and Thunder, I think is what it's called?
Damn.
Yeah, so Thor Love and Thunder is fucking what dropped. Apparently it's fucking like sales, yeah, just tanked off a fucking cliff. Why is it dark? No, but I've heard that even the people who like the comedy for this one didn't fucking like it. Oh, you're asking why is it dark? They have a debuff. They throw out a debuff that fucking drops your vision. Here, let me see. looked it up. There's no trophy. Yeah, there's even a post on the subreddit complaining that there's not a trophy. I think the ones you looked at were let's go to, here. Let me look this up.
You just get shields until you get.
I'm looking it up right now, and it says that it still doesn't have a trophy. Here, let me go on the God of War wiki. Maybe the wiki has it.
One.
Wait, Mangler is at his 9th death? He is. Come on in. Neo isn't here, Azra. Azura, dude, bruh. Oh no, poor Neo.
What happened?
Azra mistook you for Neo.
Oh, that's fucked.
Oh, bruh. That's pretty cringe, Azra, not gonna lie, that's pretty cringe. Subzim, oh, I thought you did this part. Yeah, this part's good.
I cannot believe that hit.
That shouldn't have fucking hit. You missed fucking clear as day. So, lore-wise, this shouldn't even be a fight. Because Kratos already killed the sons of fucking Thor.
Where do you think it's taking us next?
I do not know.
Unless the sons of Thor don't scale above the entire, like, most of the fucking...
Oh no! We're back in hell?
Oh dear, here they come.
Poor Devil. He's just like, oh no. Probably Devil.
I cannot believe that shit still works on them.
You got this. T-Tech, this part is good, but this part is stupid good. Hey, at least it's better than mistaking him as Kyle. That is true. Someone will confuse Devil as Kyle. Everyone has confused Devil as Kyle. Shut the fuck up, Ed. I remember back when Kratos had good powers. Like when he would jump up into the air and blast people with lightning around him.
practicing that right about now. Rage up inside.
I remember when he had good powers, not this bullshit.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, you were so close. I think that was the last guy.
Was.
Damn.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Devil Mike is clear. That's why I thought it was Neo. Dude, he doesn't even sound like Neo. You need to get your fucking ears checked. Bruh.
Enemies ahead.
Break this one's face.
That's why God of War 3 Kratos is peak Kratos. I think Devil would settle for God of War 2 Kratos. Literally just any other Kratos besides this one, probably.
You don't look too good.
Fuck, he just dropped you.
Yep.
I like God of War. I mean, don't get me wrong, this Kratos is peak too, but he's still in his prime. This Kratos is peak fucking bullshit. I think he has the worst cast. I think he has like the worst kit of all the Kratoses.
No.
Are you saying no, Devil?
Yeah.
Because I think even in Ascension you get better abilities to work with. Huh? Nazim, you Wilden? What version of Kratos do you have better kit than? Nah, son, this kid stopped playing. My girl finishes God of War 2018. Normal just range attack of Kratos and boy. That's what Devil was trying to do, but I think even Devil got tired of seeing that shit.
I did.
Even Devil's like, this is too boring for me.
I'm a synchro player.
Oh no. Oh, you said kit. Thought you meant his character. Well, now hang on, man. Since you opened up that can of worms, are you under the impression that God of War 4 Kratos is one of the best rated Kratos? Like, what's your sense on that one? Then, oh, Devil, you're wrong. God of War 3 Kratos is the best rated Kratos.
Oh, fuck no.
Bro, you want to die? Won't be couch.
I have better sense of a character, sure.
Bro, what do you mean better sense of character? All he fucking has is his son. That's it. He's not even more introspective. But my God of War 2 Kratos has more movesets than the Blade. With the Blade, he uses to kill Athena than God of War 3 Kratos. Oh no. Why you got roasted like that? Why you got roasted like that? It's fine dining, bro. You don't gotta cook it that well done. It's debatable. Respect Devil's opinion. Well, you can respect Devil's opinion. I'm not. My son jumps M-words. God of War 3 Kratos is peak Kratos. Elzim? Nah, bro. All I do is win. All I got are W's. I bribed her to play, and I'm frustrated watching back sitting. You mean you bribed her? Bruh. Imagine all your W's are L's. Nah, bro. This ain't opposite day.
Every day is opposite day.
Devil, that's factually incorrect.
I don't know. I mean, it took people at work to do something to it, so.
Wow.
Say they have common sense, but I don't see it.
That's every fucking coworker. That's not fair. No one is exempt from that coworker rule. That means his L's or W's. Or why am I being disrespected like this? All I do is win, and yet I get nothing but the smack talk.
Holy shit.
Pain. Whoo. You get L always, you play Adachi, my dude? Bro. Bro, playing Adachi is the W. Even if I get an L, playing Adachi is still the W. All I do is win. All I got are dubs. Did you change his fucking arrows?
No. Oh shit. Probably do that though. Good call out.
Well, you know, I'm just helping you out as much as I can, you know. Dell's getting by a game as he was getting verbally abused in chat. Bro, get your eyes checked out. Mangler's not here. Then beat Lucifer without level capping. I'll beat Lucifer however I damn well please, you fat bastards. You'll never get a cent out of me. I'd like to sit down and fucking type a little bit, but every time I do, Devil just fucking decides to die.
I feel like I am all of us at this point. I've been mistaken for everyone except for Zim.
Now, aren't you happy that hasn't happened yet? Give it some time. Maybe if I took off the fucking camera, they'd fucking confuse us.
They would.
So, I did not know this, and I only saw this because of a video by Critical. I haven't seen the full video yet. But apparently the guy who was roadie for Iron Man 1 has developed his own form of mathematics. It's a bit whack if you ask me. Devil, you won't win, you ain't cut like that? Damn, Devil, they're doubting you. What do you have to say to the doubters, Devil?
It'll be alright.
Very insightful words.
Okay, fuck that.
I started catching back up on Dragon Ball Super again. Because I heard Goku got new Ultra Instinct. That new Ultra Instinct form is trash. If we were doubting someone's gameplay, it'd be Zim. Why? All I do is win. When have you guys ever known me to not win? All I do is win. First try at everything. So this is how Devil decides to win, by playing as safe as humanly possible. Devil, is there a healing item over there? Over there in the corner left. Why don't you go pick it up? Mother Harlot beat her first try. First try, part 2. That was right. He's a healing item. They were really playing it safe. I mean, he's about to finish it, I think, except for the boss, because I think he still has to fight a boss in this section for this thing. Stop the cap. The Riders, I saved him's ass. You only helped me, I think, on the Black Rider. And also, I beat that first try, part 2. Please, please, get it right, please. Get it right, please. Oh, these guys fucked you up last time. He's not close to finishing. Bruh. Talk about padding out a game, am I right, fellas?
I'm gonna take this troll.
Oh, there's
This.
the boss. I knew I was right. L, you didn't. You died multiple times until I came with this W. First charge. Air transit, AK literally straight dodging, casually being by literally any good martial artist. First try, part 2, guys. Come on. Devil's actually doing pretty good on this one. I think he might beat it on his first try. Or second try, because I think he already died once.
Oh, shit.
This section is the easiest. Oh, yeah. Don't they have one combined section at the end?
Damn.
He's dead. Oh. Zim dying, me, Tetrakarn. Whatever the fuck that bullshit is. No lock on is weird. Bro, Devil, you should use the ogre to kill the troll.
That's what I tried to do.
You fool. Now you have failed yourself. Physical shield, bruh. Bruh, I don't remember Tetrakarn. All I remember was pain. Why no lock on?
It's not needed.
Unfortunately, Devil was not able to fully kill it off. Neo, you mean remember good design? But what if I told you Shurima? Not needed, oh my lordy. Devil isn't needed. Neo SMT3 is 10 on 10, definitely next coming. Is it over? Alright, once going through this with Zeus's armor and it was cancerous. What does Zeus's armor even do?
That's a good question.
Because
Basically just amps all of your shit. Unless you get hit, and then it's basically one hit, one kill. For the enemy.
oh, so it's just like a massive amount of fucking thorns. For lack of a better word. Zeus's armor is a glass cannon. That always seemed kind of stupid to me, that Zeus's armor is glass cannon when he's literally one of the few gods who could actually like go toe-to-toe with Kratos.
Look, we're back in Midgard. There's the bridge. We did it. The tower's back where it belongs.
Now Tyr's travel room can take us to Jotunheim.
How did Tyr do this?
Odin suspected the giant secretly possessed some remnant of primordial Jotnar creative essence, the stuff all realms were made of. The Unity Stone must have been fashioned from that essence. To trust an outsider with it, even Tyr, tells you just how desperate they were.
And look, now we can finally light all the braziers and see what happens.
Tears braziers, a symbol of the light that binds all realms together.
Why would he use those strange runes, though?
Now you mention it, he wouldn't.
We've seen these runes before, but it's the kind I still can't read.
Yeah, I need the last bit of the
Believe in yourself, devil, and then you can read it. I don't know why exactly they made Zeus's armor a glass cannon, but it was supposed to be a special addition to the armor sets. That just seems so ridiculous, though. Like, Zeus, one of the strongest gods of the fucking verse, at least up until this point, and also one of the most fucking impressive in fight.
Make a racket, don't you?
And he's fucking, his armor is considered glass cannon. Like, what the fuck? Like, the only person, one of the few gods who actually squared up 1-to-1 with Kratos.
I don't know what we'll find when we get to Jotunheim, but we must cover our tracks. Odin's ravens will tell him of the Tower's restoration, and we mustn't let our efforts be to his benefit.
Very well.
I think the one thing I will say that I like about this Kratos that the other Kratoses don't have is that the other Kratoses are not as receptive to fucking advice as this one is. Like, this one's actually willing to listen to counsel, whereas the others kind of are just like, kill, kill, kill. Oh yeah, that actually reminds me. So apparently, if I recall correctly, Devil, what was that about VSB and fucking God of War that you sent? I haven't looked at the thread yet because I was busy fucking testing out the laptop earlier today.
Oh man, the tower ate the Unity stuff, didn't it? I wanted to fly again.
Yes, that's a terrible pity.
So, Odin wants to go where he can't reach. Are you saying he's trying to get to Jotunheim too?
Aye, it ranks among his foremost obsessions.
But that doesn't make any sense, Mimir.
Oh? When did I stop making sense?
You're saying Baldur tracked us down to find the way to Jotunheim. But that was before we knew Jotunheim is where we needed to go. That's crazy.
Except for one thing. You are headed for Jotunheim, so he was right.
I'm so confused.
Well then, clearly you've been listening.
So,
precog.
no, I'm not sure if precog's the right word. So, I know that in this story, it's technically not true. No, Devil, what are you doing?
I have the blades.
Me thinking, okay, we're gonna get some progress in, Devil. So this is Jackass. Devil, what the fuck are you doing? Jackass technically became a thing of the past, but it came back for one last hoorah with, I think, what was it, Jackass Forever? Valkyries are easy. Me, someone who plays Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, then you have no room to talk.
Alright, so apparently Devil's out for blood.
Aren't I though?
Bro, you talked a lot of shit there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, you know? Listen, all I'm saying is I'm pretty sure Sora could beat this Valkyrie in their first try. That's all I'm saying. He said you got no room to talk. Because he's like, Kingdom Hearts players are fucking scum. They don't get to speak. Those are Devil's exact words, not mine. Used to play a PS2 game about Jackass. Jackass was... I'm still surprised Jackass can even do anything nowadays. Because they did show up for one last hoorah. But it's still kind of like... Devil, how determined are you for this?
Very.
Hey, at least our game has gameplay.
Again, barely.
Kingdom Hearts. Devil, you gotta let him disrespect God of War like that? Well, cause some of the shit they do in Jackass is fucked up.
What?
I saw that. That's fucked. She got you in the mid-time, like, slowed down fucking moment. Oh, that's fucked.
I agree. There it is.
What'd you get?
Damage boost for the axe. Oh.
Oh, that miss. Does the Trace ever shut up?
No.
Apparently not. Good lord. Well, due to lack of response from Devil, I win. That's a little unfair. You can see he's trying very hard to focus. Deflect her air attack.
Shit.
Damn it, you were so close.
I agree.
Congrats for the L, Nello. We all agree you worked hard to achieve it.
Game.
Even if I'm familiar to this FPS style camera, it's still dog shit. Got work for me. Aesthetic and gameplay has the duty. How powerful you are in this mythos. Then the ability. Is it shield bastard still lame? Yeah, this game does a terrible job of showing you how powerful Kratos is supposed to be. He's saying deflect, Devil. He's saying deflect. Devil, how badly do you want whatever the fuck this bitch is dropping?
The lore.
Devil, come back later then. You're getting your ass handed to you. Devil, come back when you can actually fight. Guys, it's okay. Only the Smash players smell bad. No, he's good. Deflect every time the white circle comes up.
The fuck?
Did you already die?
Yeah, I
Yep.
hit the health and then died.
No. Did you not see her giant fucking scythe come down your fucking head?
I did.
So,
Hold on a second.
so why the fuck are you over here saying like, oh yeah, bro, it was me hitting the health button that got me killed. Devil, I saw a spear come right through that skull of yours. I feel like this game plays similar to Stranger in Paradise with how its dodges work. Because in Stranger in Paradise, they kind of incentivize a more blocking gameplay style instead of one that's just from fucking, like, Dark Souls roll. Dude, that parry window is so fucking generous. Demonstrated Paradise gameplay is actually good. Yes, he's learning the Force. Every time an action game had a parry system, I always limit test and abuse the shit out of it. If only Devil could have learned how to abuse this parry system, but no. No, he can only parry in DMC. I bet if he had Royal Guard, this wouldn't be a problem. By the way, when are we getting Final Fantasy Remake stream again? Don't know yet. Zane, have you tried the Guns Duel or watched the con system? I have not. fuck me, that's what everyone's fucking here doing this one.
I dodged that part, right?
Too much follow through, Devil.
Probably.
Okay, someone keep track of Devil's deaths for now. The fucking... Okay, there we go. Good lord. I think he's already died 30 times. We're barely an hour into the stream. $360.
Ready yourself.
Look at that boy go. And look at him go straight to the ground. Devil, I really don't think your problem is your special move. Bro, Devil's out here getting chunked for half HP. This ain't fair. Alright, you almost got this time? Oh, you fucked up?
Yeah, I just fucked up. Holy shit. I would have had it. Especially after that move.
You can't cancel out early or what?
Nope. Once you do a runic attack, you're stuck in the animation. It's like kick 13 or Pyromania.
I don't remember kick 13 being that bad for the situation. In this fight, what I noticed the most of the dodge come to parrying the side, just dodge roll it and wait for her to last attack lag. As usual, quick break damage and stun attacks. Nothing too long. He'll get there. I'll believe in him.
Eventually.
Gotta get that air parry.
Okay, so I need to dodge to the left.
Alright, someone keep track of Devil's deaths. The fucking timer thing's fucking up.
Yikes.
Hang on. There we go.
What's happening?
Hang on. Apparently, my stream status is a little poor. Why?
What do you mean?
User just told me that people might experience some buffering. Wonder why. I finished this game with giving God of War level 1 in the starting rune armor, no rune skill. It was torturous, but the feeling achievement was so great. Don't give him ideas.
I did that from it might give me a challenge.
What's happening?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I cannot believe that worked.
Ooh, you got lucky. No, he's not. No, he's not. Nello, send the scan, please. Send the scan. I was gonna fucking play it tomorrow. Send the scan, please, Nello. Send the scan. It's not. Wait. Are you saying it looks like it, or are you saying it is the same? Like, what's going on here, dude? Send that shit so I can rub it in Neo's face. Or better, just send it to me. No, send it to me first to confirm. I wanted to avoid spoilers, but that's some good shit. Yo, send that shit. Send it to me so I can send it and rub it in Neil's face. Do you have a statement? Do you have a description? What do you got for me? Like, I like Neil, but like, oh boy. 15 getting these upgrades? Good shit. Good shit. Nah, I need an actual statement. No, I'm gonna be honest. I've already said this before. I'll let me mute the game for a moment. Dude, they all scale to each other. If you play Dissidia, it never states that one's massively stronger than the other. The fucking developers of Final Fantasy have made it clear with Dissidia that the protagonist and antagonist all fucking scale to each other. Alright, now let's continue. So you get me that scan, and oh boy, cause I was gonna play tomorrow. That's cool, but Nero solos. So Lightning isn't the strongest Final Fantasy protagonist. I mean, okay, so you can argue that there are certain protagonists that are stronger than others. I'm just saying they all relatively scale to each other. Like, the Dissidia games kind of make it clear that they all scale to each other, regardless. There are some little amping issues or some little ampage discussion, but even without the amps, they usually just end up scaling to each other anyways. I mean, I'll be honest. If it wasn't for a lot of the more passive bullshit with DMC, I could make a pretty solid argument that like Noctis could beat Nero in a fight.
Would you though?
The only fucking reason DMC's so fucking strong right now is just because of half its fucking passives.
My volume was too high.
Hello, Mangler. I thought the Warrior of the Light is the strongest. Technically he should be because he scales to Garland. Lightning is just considered the strongest because she has like the better feet. Sparta, bro, don't blue balls me. You said you had some good shit for me, Sparta. Where is it? Noctis beating Nero, it's pretty cool.
I find that funny that the strongest protagonist you have available is named Lightning, but it's been contended with the Warrior of Light when Lightning is just a weaker form of light.
Wow. Well, are you gonna say Squall's also a cloud formation as well? You know, since fucking.
I'm just saying. Like, well, hang on. Depending on how you interpret this, Squall should be below Lightning.
If I recall correctly, Noctis's name is also, I think, based off light as well. I think his name's King of Light.
Well, we now know why he's on top. The King of Kings.
I mean, that is his title when he goes into his transformation.
I'm just kidding. Obviously, the Final Fantasy protagonists aren't DMC demons. They probably have an actual reason for their names being the way that they are.
Lies. Dante's like a JRPG with his so many abilities. It's really just his passives at this point. Can Dante beat Bugs Bunny? That depends on how much stock you want to put on Bugs Bunny's ability.
Well, it's passives, layers, it's physiology, and then it's like just his normal arsenal. Then there's the counterplay, but I don't like talking about the counterplay because then you get into like stupid intelligence levels, and that's really silly. Its own thing. So how goes the devil streams?
Nothing much there. Check DMs. Alright. Mangler, do you disagree with my scaling on spawn? Oh yeah, Kev's here. My boy Noctis is the strongest. Oh, sorry.
Scaling on Spawn. Where do you scale him again? Trying to remember. Oh, that thing shut off too quickly.
Oh,
there we go.
Devil die?
Yes, I did.
Devil always died. No, I'm getting hit. Damn it.
Well, no, Sparta sent me the information. It doesn't look like him, but he also doesn't look like any Bahamut I've seen. We'll see how it goes.
Don't you have like 5 of those things at this point?
Bare minimum high hyper, but I can get him to outer.
Oh yeah, no, I would absolutely disagree with that. There's no hyperversal cosmology at all. The most Spawn gets is a 2A cosmology, which mainly comes from the statements of the authors. When he's explaining how time works in Spawn.
Let's go here.
Though what he's explaining for the sake of the argument is actually not like, it's not strictly just time. He's technically explaining many worlds interpretation, which is the most common prevalent theory for multiverse theory. Because he explains how time shoals into like an infinite range of continuums, which would be referring to the multiverse. And it's also a reference to the Mother of Miracles.
I play Final 14
and her statements. Her statements of infinite worlds.
I don't know much about Final Fantasy 14. What's a good matchup for Noctis? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know any good matchups for Noctis. I'm literally just gonna do a Kenshiro versus Noctis matchup just because I can. And they do have some connections, but I'm pretty sure there are better matchups for Noctis out there.
I'm pretty sure the main reason you wanted to do it, if I'm not mistaken, was because you were like, man, they kind of have some cool things in common, like how miserable their wives are.
That's certainly one of it. No, like, after I was done, their wives or their, like, girlfriends had more in common. And I'm like, well, if they were to fight each other, they would just have the men fight anyways. So I guess this is a valid matchup. I mean, if it is
So you're telling me 2 characters who have a lot in common through their spouses, who are not even going to be mentioned or relevant to the fight at all.
No, Final Fantasy 15 isn't the weakest verse already. Like, fucking... Honestly, I'd argue it's stronger than Final Fantasy fucking, like, 9 or 10-ish. Because I think those are only, like, caps at planet level. Hang on. It's because, so my issue with the statement is Link versus Cloud, the truth. What am I, set the fucking programmer?
This states that there are multiple levels that are higher levels of existence, and we should know of an infinite number of inaccessible transcendences. No. So the statement says that the forces at higher level of. Hang on, let me get it right now. I know exactly what it says, and it's not what you're stating. So the person who I've seen this statement screenshotted on the Spawn stuff for years, and I know that statement. Like, those 2 lines are completely separated. They're not talking about each other in the same capacity whatsoever. Hang on, let me find it.
Anyways, regarding Link versus Cloud, that depends where you scale Cloud and where you scale Link, because they both have higher end scaling that most casuals would say is probably fucking wrong.
Yeah, so what he says is time crashes against the shoal of events and can be changed. Shatter into an infinite number of continuums, even a time where a straight line between any points, 2 points on that line are an infinite number of points. And then that's the point that's highlighted or at least underlined. Then it says each of those points being head-on cross-section of an intersecting line. Now consider the spatial rotation of the point on that line and how many points are actually cutting the surface. We're back to infinity again. Your question is valid and quite insightful, but you must consider that Elysium stands before us one moment and can cease to ever have existed in the next. The forces at higher levels of existence, consciousness, and what have you, and levels still higher than those, maintain and ever agitate the torrential struggle between order, chaos, entropy, and regeneration. Time is one of the greatest mysteries of the mind. So nowhere in there does it explain the existence of higher dimensions. Like, if you say this layer maker, no. I can explain to you right now. Dimensions are not mentioned in any capacity there. You're extrapolating on the basis of no evidence. There's no inaccessible transcendence here. Also, the inaccessible logic would just be infinite again.
Also, so going back to the Libris and Cloud thing, what they're going off in their spawn thing. So this also depends on where you want. If you want to use Dissidia Cloud, because people do separate the keys. Because Dissidia Cloud can go anywhere from like fucking 2A to potentially 5D. And as far as I know, the highest you can get linked to, and Dissidia, I would not say is the same thing as like Smash, because I know someone's gonna be like, oh, then why don't we use like Smash Link or some non-canon version of Link? Again, personally, I think they scale backwards, but you know, I for the purposes of just like not fucking starting a war, I just like don't care too much to fucking fight for the scaling there.
Note that each of these levels of existence transcend each point in time, and there are infinite number of points in time, and each point in time gets transcended over the last. That's not what's stated. It's not stated that each point transcends over the last. What's stated is that in between every 2 points would be an infinite number of points, which is true on a line of numbers. That has nothing to do with transcendence. You'd be in higher existence equals inaccessible transcendence. No. You have to prove that, dude. Like, you know how a burden of proof works? You have to prove that. You don't interpret that on the basis of a statement. Those two statements are unrelated to one another. They're not even in. They're several sentences apart, and they've been highlighted to be held together. Gargan says these forces can have an infinite number of these as they can't grasp the concept of time. Whereas, I read the statement. I know exactly what it's referring to. The statement that he's referring to is referring to the infinite multiverse. I don't know how much clearer he would have had to be than an infinite shoal of events referring to the continuums. It does, Lamau. It says it right there. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You have to extrapolate that. There's nothing mentioning that the higher forces of existence are referring to dimension.
I think you died 30 to 40 times in this one fight alone.
You're misinterpreting it wrong, brother. Dude, prove to me that higher forces of existence is referring to dimensions.
So I'll step in here a little more on neutral level. I know if that statement was given for DMC, everyone and their mother would be fucking fighting us tooth and nail.
No. They would be fighting us tooth and nail for fucking everything. And I wouldn't accept it on the basis of just being dimensions. I would need more evidence to indicate that it's a higher dimension. Being a higher existence just simply means that you're, again, either more powerful or you could be in a higher realm. You could be beyond what's currently listed, and it could have a relationship of power or not. You could be dimensionally superior, or you could be superior to it above a baseline extent. A lot of people seem to think that transcending an infinite multiverse makes you 5D. I guess they forgot that 2A characters exist, because 2A characters typically transcend their multiverse. They are way more powerful than their multiverse. They don't have to be dimensionally superior to them.
Hang on.
Dude, the fuck, Mangler, how do you not know this? Kev, I don't think you even understand how, like, transcendence works. You automatically assume transcendence is a relationship of dimensional superiority. Transcendence has like 4 different meanings. And you are literally taking the meaning that you assume to be correct and then interpreting it.
They don't really have durability negation hacks. They just have a sword that can cut through shit. I mean, that's not really a hacks. I mean, I guess you
understand perfectly. No, you don't. No, you don't, buddy. You're literally taking your interpretation of it and then extrapolating it to be the case without evidence to support that extrapolation.
I don't know. Would you call a sword that can cut through shit a hacks, like if it's made by technology? I would just call it like an ability or an attribute. I mean, I guess it's technically a hacks, but it's like...
I don't think you know what higher levels of existence means. If there are higher levels of existence, that means they're higher dimensional. You have to prove that's what the author is referring to. A higher level of existence could simply mean they either have, like, again, they could just be more powerful within the same dimension. You can literally just have a more powerful 4D realm. Or it could be 5D, and it could be a more powerful 5D realm. It can be a more powerful 3D realm. Depends on the context of the statement.
Well, so I guess the question here on like a neutral plane is like, okay, so higher level of existence, why would that alone be enough of a basis to say infinitely superior?
I'm more worked out by the argument that you're arguing each point of the line like that he's referring to is infinitely transcendent of another one.
Because no, so like, because right now Bayonetta has a statement currently going around that's going to potentially upgrade it to 1C, I think, and the statement. Well,
technically, I think. Well, so they're supposedly trying to get it to 12D, which I think is like. I think it's like high 1C. I can't remember exactly. They're shooting for tier 1.
Well, I mean, they can't get 12 unless they have another statement. They can't get 12D off that statement.
Hey, they're trying to get to 12D.
Dude, if you have a higher level being, this means you exist superior to that said lower dimensional being.
So, Kev, you don't seem to understand. You have to prove existence is equating to dimension.
Well, okay, okay. So I'll ask you a question then regarding let's use an MCU example, or like a Marvel example. Galactus, while he's in the world fighting the Avengers, is Galactus considered a higher level being than the Avengers, or no?
You should be.
Well, hang on. I'm asking Kev on this one. Dude, that's the definition of a higher level of existence, lol. What, you mean Galactus? Dictionary's a little weird then. Okay, well, no. So then if they're interacting with him, he's not infinitely superior to them. Because they can interact with him and they can fight him. Because the Avengers do that all the time, and so do the Fantastic Four. Like that's why I'm asking, like, because again, so the problem with the higher level of existence on its own. Again, I'm not saying you're directly wrong here, because I don't really feel. Well, first I'll have to look into higher level of existence directly. No, I wasn't talking to you. Oh, all right. It's kind of hard to tell when the fucking messages come through text.
Dude, that's the definition of a higher level of existence. Hold up.
Hang on. Do I have enough? Oh yeah, I got enough. Let's get you up there, boy. The boy Machina. Let's go.
So, higher existence, generally speaking, doesn't equate specifically to dimensionality, because a higher existence can mean many different things. It could be something spiritual. It could just be something in relation to power within the same aspect of life. It could be that you don't exist within the boundaries of life and death, or you could be beyond your current reality. You could also be dimensionally superior. There are many different ways to represent this. Just being of a higher existence doesn't equate to being higher dimensional. You have to prove that. Man, look it up, bro. I just did. You have to. No. I don't have to prove it because I'm not making the claim. You have to prove that. You do not get to assert that on me. If you state that higher existence means higher dimension, you have to prove that in context. You do not get to assert that I do. The burden of proof is on you to prove that. This is your problem, and problems with the people who scale using the word transcendence on its own. If you assume it to mean dimensionality, you have to provide evidence for why.
Devil buddy, I need you to fucking stop fucking dying in the corner real quickly. I'm trying to
Mango,
look
this is why we need the VC, man. You keep ducking. I'm not ducking you. I want you to explain to me why. I'm asking you right now to explain me.
Devil, please.
Also, I've been busy with a lot of shit, but like, I mean, if you want to talk about spawn scaling, I guess I could. If you really want to. I don't really give that much of a shit.
Defeated the city of Warrior of Life over 2,000 years. Okay, so Sparta, thank you for the information, but try to keep most of the spoilers like light free, because I am going to play the fucking DLC tomorrow. Thank you for the information.
Is he squeezing out the details before you're ready?
No, I mean like it's fine, but wait, Garland's being the word. If Stranger Than Paradise confirms Garland's been beating fucking the Warrior of Light for 2,000 years. Does that mean that even at the end of the city, well, okay, does the DLC confirm where fucking Strangers of Paradise takes place in the timeline? Is Strangers of Paradise after NT or is it before NT? For those of you who aren't aware of Final Fantasy Dissidia, Dissidia has 3 main console games. Dissidia, Dissidia 012, and the Dissidia NT. Dissidia 012 is the first one, then it's Dissidia, and then we get to Dissidia NT, which is the most recent one in the timeline, not including the mobile game I'm playing right now in the corner.
Wait, where's Opera Omnia?
Opera Omnia is the most recent one in the timeline.
I'll explain to you DMs or VC. I mean, want to hit me up, we can. I'm just saying, I don't really find Spawn that interesting. So if you want to have like a very in-depth conversation, we can. But I'm probably
okay. So then the timeline here would be Strangers of Paradise takes place between Final. Okay, well that would explain a lot because Final Fantasy 15 was recently discovered in Strangers of Paradise. I already
hit you up. No. So what you asked me is what my contentions are. You didn't prove your case. So how you present evidence and how you prove a claim is that you provide the evidence and the basis. You have not done so. What you do and the tactics for how you typically try to prove something, Kev, is that you assert a claim without providing the evidence in a substantial manner. And then when people contest it, you say, debate me, bro, I'm going to hit you up in my DMs. That's how you prove your case. So when they don't want to waste time with you, you consider that a conception or a concession. When that is the stupidest fucking method for producing evidence that I've ever seen.
Hang on.
But by all means. Bro, Mangler Dog, what are you talking about?
Well, wait. Hey, hang on a minute.
Well, hold up a minute.
Okay, no.
Hold up. Were you not here?
He's referring to the hit you up part, not the other thing. Sir Devil just dodged the side push in a later phase of the fight. You just died 5+ with that.
I'm talking about the fact that you literally whenever you show up on the stream, you literally anytime someone contests your claims, this is literally what you do.
So I think Devil's died at least 30 times.
You also didn't provide any evidence to me.
To this, I think Devil's died in the last 30 minutes 30 times. I could be wrong on that one. He's really just fucking rushing through this one here. Devil here speed running the fucking dead timer.
Devil just dodged the scythe rush in the later rush of the fight. You got a problem with my methods? Yeah. When someone tries to provide evidence, I'd prefer they actually provide evidence instead of just making claims and then asking people to debate them
also,
after they challenge their claims without evidence.
For the context of the message, yeah, he told me he had contention, so I responded back. Did he hit you directly in DMs, or is he just referring to when I told you about the message?
He hit me up directly in DMs, but I didn't know that you told him until after he mentioned that. Though his message didn't really make it clear who told him, so I was kind of confused, what he was talking about.
Next time you should just assume if I'm a third party involved, unless you tell me otherwise, I'll probably tell the other party.
Oh, lovely.
I'm usually not the kind of I'm not the kind of person who tells people something. I don't hide anything I'd say. So and my brother gets mad at me all the time. So it's kind of I'm in those positions where if you tell me something, I usually assume, unless it's something I can tell is clearly bad, I'll just tell the other person.
I see.
So do keep that in mind for the future, Devil. You too. Although I don't think you'll have this problem.
I mean, I didn't have an issue with that. I just wanted some clarification on where the information was coming from.
You should have asked.
Oof.
We'll have to keep that in mind for next time. I'm referring to
what Zim told me. Yeah, contention. What did Zim tell you? Is it any different than what we're discussing now?
So let me see here. What I told him was... this is exactly what I sent him. Oh yeah, he disagreed. He saw it yesterday. Tell him to hit me up then. He's currently offline, but I'll let him know. And that was the last of it.
What a functional conversation. Very insightful.
I mean, I don't know Spawn enough to fucking discuss fucking a scan like that. He said he disagreed with the scale. I mean, to be fair, he already told you he did at the start of the conversation as well.
Yeah, that was
That's not just what I said. Yeah, because I think I mentioned
So
on
cold in
that.
this fucking room.
You know what?
Sorry.
No, like I actually have my fan on. My feet are a bit on the chilly side as well. Hey,
Oh
Kev,
wow.
hey
I
Kev,
got
that reminds
destroyed.
me. Since you know other people who might have a fucking opinion on this one, do you have any idea what would be considered the physical laws of reality?
Oh boy.
Dude, I'm still trying to figure this out.
I know. I
Cause
would just generally give it to like I would just say whatever rules or laws govern the physical world, which mainly would be like the laws of physics, mathematics, kinetics, things like that.
dude, if I give that, I literally get like fucking or not trans duality. I get to ignore duality. I get to fucking ignore cause and effect. Okay,
Well,
just with that statement alone, the physical laws of reality.
Well, so
Just that statement
cause and
alone.
effect,
What pops in your mind? Go ahead.
So cause and effect is a little weird because it depends on the verse.
You might walk. I don't know. What do you think that line says? I have no fucking other. I just have a statement for a verse I'm scaling right now that says they ignore that the physical laws of reality have no bearings on them, and I'm just going to use it for immeasurable speed if I have to, at best.
Oh my god. He's trying. So Kev, he's trying to find some context for what the physical laws of reality means, and he does have other statements of other characters moving in areas that are between universes.
I'm just trying I'm just trying to spitball with as much people as I know to see like, did Sir Devil die again in Scythe Rush in later phase? I think Devil's being a little too aggro here. I'm saying an update in the form of Ren works. All right, Neil, let me take a look at this. I do appreciate the eyeballs, but you do not have to include the eyeballs for these. Actually, oh, that just means you're immune to advanced law manipulation then?
Why would it be advanced law manipulation other than just basic law manipulation?
I don't know if that's 100% correct, but I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste that message as an interpretation. I'm just trying to get like as many interpretations as I can here. Just so that way when I make the video I can be like, I have no clue what the fuck this means. This is what a few people I've asked have suggested. This is what I think it can be argued for. I really don't know what the fuck this means. Like universal law manipulation, I say advanced because there are certain levels to law manipulation.
Well, yeah, like so I would understand advanced if like so if he had statement that they were ascending above the laws beyond the laws of reality. So I would consider that to be like probably advanced. So, but he just says they're above. So is there any context of them being above the laws of reality?
They're not. They're not above it. It just has no effect on them. It has no bearing on them. So for context,
yeah, that would be like a resistance or an immunity to like law manipulation then probably.
Well, okay. So for the context here is that they technically exist in a void, like they exist in nothingness itself. On the other side of like a dimensional barrier. I do know that when one of them comes through, all of reality is supposed to shatter upon their like arrival. Listen, when I finish the fucking document, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'll have to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say I understand
it's kind of needed.
Yeah, I understand it's really weird. I'm just here spitballing and see what other people get. Actually, hang on, Ewan. Let me take a look at the other angel real quickly. Let me make sure so that way, like, let me make sure to see what he looks like. Thank you, Kev, for your feedback.
Oh my god, these enemies.
Yeah, you don't need to get the angel pupils, the angel version pupils, since the angel doesn't have pupils. So they are unbound by time, crazy. So this is the most fucked up part about the game. There's a character who like is trying to like he's just trying to exist. Like the main villain just wants to exist and that's it. He has no other desires or anything. It just wants to exist. And your job is to kill him.
It'd have been born of nobody. You'd understand that reference if you play Gage, but it's okay.
No,
understand what you want.
so basically the context a little bit is that there's two realities in this universe separated by a barrier known as the veil. One reality is known as just unreality, so he has non-existent physiology. He should. Although he does craft himself a body with the corpses of all your daughters to give himself a vessel. But the others...
Fuck?
Okay, so for context...
Oh, yeah. Wait, is this other side?
Yeah, it's the other side game.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so basically, I'm over there throwing all my daughters at him, and as they die, he starts basically stitching them together into a body for the final boss fight. Fuck him.
I was gonna say, aren't you the... I'm trying to remember what type of game other side. Isn't it like, turn-based?
Yeah, it's a turn-based strategy game, so I'm going to have some trouble with the powers and abilities because of the certain, like, blood-based abilities. No!
What is this game? You basically throw your daughters, so you create a bunch of children, and you throw your daughters at every problem that you see in the game until it dies.
I like to call it the Sparta Simulator.
Yeah, that's probably a more accurate terminology.
No, wait, what are you talking about? It's this game called Other Side. I streamed it, but I had to take the stream down because Cyber was a part of those streams, and unfortunately, this is when Cyber had that whole Death Battle shenanigans.
No, it wasn't because of, like, the fact that it was just literal patricide or whatever.
Well, no, I mean, technically it is patricide because you're playing as... So, the main antagonist of the game is an other known as Suffering. Basically, you think of it like maybe the physical embodiment of suffering, but it's not very clearly established.
Really on the nose there.
And you're playing as a girl named Lily or the Red Mother, but then halfway through the game you find out, and this explains how the fucking game works at all, you're not playing as Lily, you're playing as the other of Memory. Because the game has a really fucked up connotation behind it. Suffering just wants to exist, and he can beat you. You can lose the game. And when you lose the game, your character's just like, okay, let's just try again. How do we try again? He's stronger than us. Just remember the start of the fucking game. He's trapped here with me. Oh, okay, this is great. Poor bastard I'd say he never had a chance, but I got statements saying that he gets stronger through pain, and he seems to be aware of the resets. Because the child's aware. The child's like, didn't I kill you before if you die to him once? So it's like, I'll have to grab that line later as well. I need to remember that.
When you have resets in a verse, that's a very silly thing for a character or an antagonist to be aware of the fact that he's being reset.
Well, so he just has lines saying, are you just acting without thinking? Are you just doing the same thing over and over again? Like the same stupid mistake. But then when he finds out who you are, he's like, hey, bro, join me and help me craft paradise, or I'll show you what real suffering is. And I'm like, we have the same power, basically, because all my memories come from suffering, and we basically have the same power set, don't we? Is this the first movie? Is this the first part of an MCU movie? I'm just fighting my rival with the same powers as I do?
You know, you and I are a lot alike.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the other creatures in that pantheon have, but I don't think a single other one could have fought Memory. This Memory's fucking busted. Now wait, let me show you how it solos DMC with this 1A scaling. Hey, I got a video you could react to. Rewind Rumble Dante versus Kratos. So regarding Dante versus Kratos, Two things on that one. Number one, the matchup, especially with Ragnarok on the way, is not worth looking at anymore until Ragnarok is done. And even then, unfortunately, especially with what we have for Pinnacle of Combat, that matchup kind of died out hard.
Is that not grappling? It's not grappling.
I got a verse where everyone got immeasurable speed. So do I, potentially.
It's not sticking at all. That's rough.
Listen, don't worry. Just get ready for the protagonist swap Dante another side.
You're gonna be doing that on your own because I don't know anything about other side.
I know, don't worry. Hey, so this isn't a spoiler, but Final Fantasy 1 Bahamut, Final Fantasy 15 Bahamut, you might be able to scale him to Garland. No, just watch the fight animation to the end. If I could scale Bahamut to Garland, then yeah, that would make Noctis and Arden fucking probably the strongest Final Fantasy characters.
No, it didn't work. Oh, damn
Well,
it.
at
No.
this point, the only people I have left to really ask regarding the physical laws of reality would probably be TGNK and Neo, but I'm not sure how I want to open up those cans of worms.
They would just ask the fucking developers.
I could maybe ask them, but I don't even know if they respond.
Okay, why don't you just look for information in the lore about what the physical laws of reality are?
I have picked that lore clean, Mangler. I even bought
Are
a
you
fucking.
sure?
I'm going through interviews online now, and that's about it. Dude, listen. The problem is the statement's just so fucking weird because it's bearing. And bearing means fucking relational relevance or a person's way of standing or moving. I'm assuming it's relational relevance. Okay, Zimba, have you made it? Have you wondered how far would Dante make if he was a League of Legends player?
Not very far. His patience is not that good.
Nonsense. Dante could self-actualize himself decent teammates.
Impossible. Not even for a Leagues game. Dude, I don't even play Leagues, and I've seen you play it enough, and I know that that's bullshit.
Even the best solo player in the world still bitches about his teammates, and he's playing at the highest possible level. There's no hope for the rest of us.
I bitch about my teammates in Infinite, and that's like when it's the best it gets. That game's not even known for that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, then the other thing I gotta argue for, and I don't like arguing for things like this, but I'd have to mention it, is creating daughters.
Wouldn't you just argue that's like life manipulation or creation, things like that? Like
no, she can.
Are they clones?
No, well, I mean they're technically clone. Well, I mean the term when you create them is called germinate.
That's disgusting.
Well, if I recall correctly, germinate is just a term in reference to germs multiplying on their own.
I know, but like that's a disgusting term to use to describe like procreation.
Well, I'm not fucking her. She's just like basically putting herself in. I don't know how to explain it, Mangler.
You're just like, hey, it's not what you think. Then describe it to me. I can't.
Listen, she comes out of a pool of liquid that's of an unsettling color.
Anyways, Mangler, tell me when you're free to VC. I'll be free tomorrow before 5 p.m. But I don't know what time zone you're in.
In the fight, Kratos breaks Yamato out of the with the Blade of Olympus. Okay, so this depends. If you scale them relative, that should be somewhat viable since we know Yamato. Oh my god, Devil, do not choke up now. Devil, do not choke up. Oh, he's so fucking close.
Are you still playing Opera Omni on the side?
It's a turn-based strategy game. It's 1:45 a.m. at the moment where he's at.
Well, it was also... Hang on.
Oh, yes,
It's not 1:45 a.m. for me, it's 1:54.
Did Devil beat it? Or Devil? He did it! Boys, he
how
did it!
You're like, 10 minutes ahead, wow.
40 fucking minutes!
Oh god. I'm very tired. But don't fall asleep.
Wait, Newhin, are you still going to include the 4 people I mentioned, or are you just going to leave that be? Because if you can, maybe put their backgrounds on the bigger picture if you like aren't going to include it in the close-up. Just like their backsides, it's fine. You don't have to put their faces there. About damn time. Oh, let's get that lore. Oh yeah, don't you have to tear out her fucking crown or something?
Give me good damage. That did not do what I wanted it to.
The fate of the Valkyries.
Sounds pretty important.
That's putting it mildly, lad.
What do you know of them?
A fair question, and yet not one easily answered. I know more than most, but much of their history is veiled in
Well,
secrecy.
Tokyo, Babel. Basically, heaven is a place where the concept of time doesn't exist, and the borders between the past, present, and future are vague, and everyone scales and speed for the most part.
It's complicated.
That sounds like that would need a little bit more context, because that could either be, like, multiple forms of a causality at its lowest.
Of the Valkyries, lad.
And then its highest could be
Noteworthy
people
endeavour
having
is
just
not.
immeasurable speed.
It will be dangerous.
Context kind of
Hasn't
matters.
stopped you before, aye?
There's like certain verses treat not only do they treat speed differently, but how their lore would reach certain conclusions could be different.
Exist in the boards in the past, present, future. Again, with skills and speed for the most part. Yeah, it depends on how you want to scale speed. Want me to? Yuhin, could you explain a little bit more what you mean by that? Anyways, no. So the problem is that so I have evidence to suggest that other people's memories can also create daughters. And during the game itself, she lets herself be absorbed by somebody else and then rips out of them and creates a new daughter on the spot based off their powers. So I'm just kind of like... Because technically based off their memories present, like if they're in your presence, they can just like get all your memories instantly. So
I guess we know what procreation now means. It just means proactive creation.
I don't think the nun that got her spirit's memory stolen into a fucking daughter gave consent to Mangler, so it might be a little bad for the rest of us.
I understand, but was the other person being proactive in their creation efforts? That it would still work.
I suppose. Let me see this again. Like, if these people are like spirits and stuff, I can make semi-transparent. Yeah, probably semi-transparent works fine. My question is, would you want some of them in the second panel besides Ren? Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, would you rather just have them? Would you rather just have? You going to sleep or what?
No, I'm trying to shoot this guy.
Would you rather just put them in like behind and not have to draw their faces and stuff? Because I don't think they'll have enough space to work with in the second panel, which is fine. Also, give him some of those like fucking green little line tattoos that you did for the
Oh Lord.
The female.
It took forever.
Yeah, I know, because like based off that argument, I can make that like that wonderful versus argument. Although I think these characters are some of the worst things to ever put into a versus matchup, and that's saying something. Where I would just be like, oh, let's say they're fighting Goku. Okay, well she just creates a daughter who has all of Goku's main attributes. Have fun.
I'm gonna be honest. That sounds like the weirdest way to win a versus matchup.
Listen, Dante.
You may be able to beat me, but can you defeat the daughters I create on the spot? Like, what?
And not only that, I can create a countless number of them because I have to fight an infinite... Listen, just wait when I do Other Side versus Demon World. It'll be great. Mundus now invades Other Side next. It's going to be great.
Mundus is just like, well, damn it. Now I gotta create daughters that are not, like, just capable of shooting lightning.
Then I'll create daughters off those daughters. Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous.
I know, because then Mundus will be like, oh, those are interesting. Let me make better versions of them.
And now I've stolen their memories. They don't even have memories. What are you stealing? What the hell?
Mundus is the kind of person that would just make something that doesn't have a will, or doesn't have things that you can steal.
It's okay.
I'm just like, oh, I can top that.
It's okay, because technically I can steal memories from others, and they don't have any like feelings or existence either. Or at least they shouldn't.
We're at that. There we go.
It's not important how he knew before you did. It's important that he was right.
Well, that actually works.
Wait, what character that creates daughters? I'm just talking about the other side. So, I'm sorry. So, is Odin meant to be portrayed as a super paranoid individual whose paranoias just get proven right, which means that he's technically right to begin with? Or is it a case of that he actually has prophecies? Because like that's been one. Oh yeah, Manglers.
Oh damn.
What are you doing, Devil? What the fuck are you doing? Devil, are you just trying to get through? Oh wait, is this one going to be easier than the last one? DMC characters basically sell almost versus regards to the Tyrion at this point. I don't know. So like, I don't know. Regarding hacks, do we consider like fucking hacks on a 4th dimensional level to affect a 5th dimensional person? Like,
unless they're brought into the same space, I generally wouldn't consider that to be the case.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say like, so how do you fucking like, how do we go around treating that shit? Because technically, the way we do dimensional Tyrion is there's an infinite difference in ability and like existence.
It's more so a difference in like range. Like you can't hit them because like a fifth dimensional character, they'd be operating like a part of their existence would be operating like a fifth dimensional access point. So you wouldn't be able to hit that access point.
Your mom's a fifth
That
dimensional.
would result
access
in you
point.
essentially not being able to affect them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so hopefully I'll have that script done either this week or next week, and then I'll just send it to you, Kyle. Well, I'll send it to Kyle. He'll tell me why, it's all wrong. And then he'll send me something similar to Eddie the Head that sounds very similar, but that one works out just fine. I'm totally not throwing shade right now.
Almost exactly what he got. He's just like, I found something new for the Eddies. I don't even know what he's doing, and I'm pretty sure it's something related to the Eddies.
Well, he's got like 850 fucking scans to work with. Good God. I feel so...
How old is his character?
Technically as old as Iron Maiden.
I don't know how old that is.
It's at least several decades.
Oh, yikes. Then he's going to have a lot of source material.
He already has over 700 scans.
They started in 1975, apparently.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. It's been around for a while.
Oh, that's prophecy of knowledge. He wants to control so everything like an egotistical god that he is. Well, I don't really think it's egotistical. I think he's just afraid. Because keep in mind that, like, he dies in Ragnarok pretty fucking viciously. If I recall correctly, he gets eaten by wolves, right?
Something to that effect.
Yeah, the two wolves of Ragnarok.
Yeah, so, like, I can kind of low-key understand, like, if I had a fucking prophecy telling me I was going to get fucking turned into a fucking chew toy, I'd probably want to fucking take some steps to stop that.
But how far would you go?
I don't know,
That's the
Mangler.
question.
I don't know, Mangler. I literally fucking created an army of daughters to throw out a fucking problem and watch them die. And then I kept doing it. And based off certain statements, I can argue for technically eons. So you tell me.
I was going to say, you're kind of a monster, but you didn't need to tell me you were doing it for, like, thousands of years. Or billions of years.
Well, time doesn't really exist in the location, but I got a dev statement saying that eons, that it could have been going on for eons.
That just means that would be the length of time if we were to give it a measurement.
Yeah, so...
With respect to other places.
Yeah, so, like, again, like, when I'm done and everything, I'll see what the scans show and everything. Either way, I can pretty much argue for fucking inaccessible. Basically, whatever tier you put DMC, they will generally destroy most verses. But did you know that Ultra Instinct has a new form?
Does it?
It does.
I mean, I know you're like trolling, kind of, but like, does it? Because that
It does.
unironically would be something. Wait.
So Goku,
Are you telling me?
Goku decided to combine Ultra Instinct with his Saiyan fucking like senses. So now he doesn't have an auto dodger anymore. I think he just has like a perfect attacker now.
Wait, is there a new chapter that's been dropped? Did I miss that?
Go read the last chapter if you want. It's where it introduces it. He learns it and uses it in the same chapter. Also, Vegeta's ability is a little better.
Okay, this is taking my patience to the fullest level.
All right, Newman, that's looking pretty clean. I'm liking how it's coming out. Fuck, Newman! What is the speed? This isn't hentai. What is with the speed? When did you become the quickness?
He's like the Flash, in hindsight.
Newman over here is like, all right, it's almost over. Time for the Hail Mary jump. If you get this done like in 2 days, like holy shit, that'll be fast by your standards. Good lord, I'm gonna have to take some college happy pills to keep up with this workload. Good shit, Ewan. Good shit. Do not slow down either, because I know like Ozra is also like kind of eager to get back to commissioning. So if you're going faster, I'll just have to keep up with you. It's fine. I'm just one chapter behind. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. I already have an idea for what the next one's gonna look like
Forever.
anyways. What?
I said this is taking forever.
Your mom's taking forever. Okay, yeah, we just got roughly 3 or 4 more to go. Lamau, how'd you guess? Also, yeah, I'm pretty much trying to go fast. Don't worry, Newhin. You'll be free. You'll be free of me soon enough. Also, Devil died. And then I'll leave you alone for like, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks. I'm sure y'all playing commissions that time. You'll be fine. Your dad is taking forever? No. See, my dad didn't go out to get milk. I have not read Devilman. Everyone says read Devilman. I have not read Devilman. So, speaking of Devilman, Devil, did you just decide that you just wanted to be like fucking, were you just like, you know what? I have all this monster with me. I have all these energy drinks. I'm just gonna get through some of the hardest bosses of the game today.
A little bit, yeah.
Wow. Like Mangler's dad? Mangler, I'm sorry your dad went out to go get milk and never came back.
Funny because he never goes and gets milk. Always late on that shit.
Fuck, I forgot.
Damn it. Oh my god. I'm done with this.
Also, I did also find out to some extent fucking, I've unfortunately been learning about One Punch Man. Just by virtue of like being around the power scaling scene.
Did you spoil yourself?
Kind of, I guess. I mean, like, it doesn't really matter. I bet the DMC verse can't solo the Stephen King verse.
I've never actually seen Stephen King.
All you need to know is that the higher tier characters are technically 1A.
That's a little whack.
So, it has to do with something called the Dark Tower. There's a statement about stairs that are infinitely superior to the last one, and there's an infinite number of stairs. And there are characters who exist above the Dark Tower.
Did I really just die there? It's silly.
Oh, you think that's silly? Let me tell you about the time Stephen King decided to put a fucking gangbang in his fucking story. With kids!
Can the DMC verse beat the Breaking Bad verse? I don't know. Walter White is the one who knocks.
So, Mangler, I hear I've been told that Walter White and fucking Gus are gonna be in multiverses. We doing duos?
Wait, are they?
Hang on, let me see. My brother told me they were, but I'm not sure if they were.
I was gonna say, if you want to do doubles, I'll get some multiverses. I'll play White, you get Gus. If you want to switch, you can take the Heisenberg. Wait, does Gus actually have another name he goes by in the show? Like one for his like drug lord name?
No,
or like...
so Gus just goes by either Gustavo or Gus. Okay, no.
Maybe Gustavo.
So
yeah.
maybe the leak was fake, but low key, if that's real, yeah, I'll take Gus. You can have fucking Walter. Let's go duos.
Wait, depends on. Wait. Does he get a taunt where he can like throw Victor into a poison ass bat? Because if that's so, I want Gus.
You do not get Gus. I get Gus if Gus is in the game. You get stuck with Walter. You get a Jesse blocking animation.
Dude, he gets Jesse and he throws that fucking what was that chemical he threw aside from what was his name? Was it Rico? The drug dealer that was threatening him in the first 2 episodes.
Oh yeah, he throws the fucking phosphorus bomb down.
Yeah. Like, this is not meth. Very silly one.
Listen, I get Gus because I get to summon Los Pollos employees to fight for me. Los Pollos Hermanos. Hang on.
Dude, if you don't get Victor, then it's not 10 out of 10 game.
Hang on. Lamau, dude, working for you for this salary is a blessing here. If it wasn't because of the projects and the other commissions requests I got on hold, I'd work for you always in a heartbeat. Thank you, Newhan. I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm in a financially stable enough position to help you out. There's a leak that Hulk and Naruto are gonna be the DLC at Multiverses. The Dark Tower is
Naruto
comprised.
in there.
Dude, well, if Naruto's getting in there, dude, it just beats Smash. Smash just lost. Dude, if they get Goku, do they already have Goku? No, they just have Shaggy, right? Bro, if they get Goku in Multiverses, Smash lost. Smash already lost because they're never releasing another one, but Smash lost even harder.
I don't know where you got that from.
Smash is dead, bro.
They're not really. Well, everyone says that because Sakurai's like, I gotta retire.
Smash is dead, bro. Get over it. Get over it. Dante never made it to
Sakurai's
Smash.
games are dead. That's true.
Dude,
But-
they're just gonna, dude, you're just gonna get a report of Ultimate for the rest of the Nintendo's fucking lifespan.
Hey, I mean, that'd still be better than the mess that they received. They provided on launch. Like,
What are you talking about? Laugh my fucking ass off. I'm talking about how Multiverse is about to show up and fucking dick slap Smash. Just wait for the day Multiverses ends up on a Nintendo console. Anyways,
never gonna happen.
the Dark Tower.
You know those fuckers don't want competition.
Fuck no. The Dark Tower is comprised. Also, that leak is clearly fake. Nello, don't let my dreams. Don't crush my dreams like that. A man needs something to hope for. A man provides even when he's unappreciated.
It's said that an infinite number of universes which are themselves infinitely larger than the ones in the steps below. It's been stated that the entire universe in one step can be contained within a single atom of blade of grass in the step above, with the same step having an infinite multiverse, which is of itself is contained within a grain of sand in the next step. See, that would be an example of a hierarchy that would demonstrate the existence of higher dimensions.
Are you gonna be like Kev? Take notes.
Well, I would just be like, this is how a hierarchy works. So you need to prove the existence of hierarchy, and that requires usually more than one scan.
I think
shut up. Oh, well.
No, that's a reference to me saying that like don't ruin my dreams. Let me believe I can play as Gus.
Well, so like if you believe that Gus is gonna get there, okay. Rule of the multiverse is that. I was just gonna say that like Nintendo porting the Ultimate thing, like if you want to say they're not gonna make another Smash game, I don't know for sure if that would be true. Like they won't make one with Sakurai. That's confirmed. He's retiring. Or he is retired, I guess, at this point. But, what is it? I mean, them porting Ultimate forever, I could see them doing that. They're lazy as fuck. I would take that over the, them just leaving it to die.
Listen.
Forever.
Listen. Here are the 3 Breaking Bad characters that are going to show up in Multiverses. You got Walter White, you got Gus, and of course you got Saul Goodman.
Oh yeah, because they're just like, hey, we couldn't get Phoenix right, so here you go.
Devil, I hope you're excited. You managed to die over 75 times or like 70 times this stream. You are now 400 deaths. How do you feel? Number 400, how did it feel?
Let's go for another.
Let's go for another 100, huh? Another 400, let's go. They're absolutely going to make a new Smash. It's just, we're just going to have to wait until the next Nintendo console. No, they're not. They're just going to port over. Zim, I tried the Exo Primal games. It's quite fun. It's like Anthem 2. Is it? Hulk is still talking about Universal, and Universal is going to be teaming with Warner Brothers.
No, they still own him, technically.
Yeah, because we had that discussion, I think, on the last fucking God of War stream, right? We were discussing that.
Yeah, apparently Marvel... Well, for the longest time, Marvel has not own the rights to a solo Hulk movie. Universal Studios does. I thought it was Lionsgate, but I keep confusing Lionsgate with Universal Studios.
I have to ask, is Lionsgate even still around?
I don't know. They were very popular in the early 2000s.
Yes, yeah, I remember they were in fucking like every single fucking Nicolas Cage movie.
They were in like every logo. Well, if it wasn't 20th Century Fox.
I'm hoping we get a reboot so we can fix some of the veteran fighters like Mario, Samus, and Sonic. Well, keep in mind, Smash isn't a fighting game, so maybe Nintendo could release a fighting game instead.
Oh my god. Am I gonna have to explain that to you? The main mechanic of the game is just fighting game mechanics?
There's nothing to explain. The guy who made the game said it's not a fighting game.
Yeah, and he can be wrong.
No, he
Dude,
can't.
Nintendo doesn't even believe that. Nintendo lists it as a fighting game on their website.
Nintendo is just doing that to spite him.
No, they're not doing that to spite him. It's because he's wrong.
Just to spite him.
Oh.
In the Dark Tower, there's a bear named MIR with a multiverse in his eyes. I have a stuffed animal with a similar ability in my storyline.
What?
Something wrong?
Wait, why do we need to fix Samus? Mario, I understand, but Samus is perfect for
her outfit could be more skin tight.
We're talking about the non-Zero Suit version, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm referring to the armored one.
Yes,
not DSS.
Well, you can't get a tighter fucking outfit than Zero Suit Samus. Like, she's literally, dude, that shit's skin tight.
Not enough wanted characters in Smash, so the game isn't dead yet. We gotta get all the wanted characters. Well, that'd be nice, but like, we ain't getting any more DLC.
I would say that I think the biggest disappointment about Smash was not even that they fucking didn't get Dante in there, because they technically did to some extent. What I meant, what I think the biggest disappointment about Smash's DLC pattern is they decided to fucking do Ken.
Oh, you mean they got Ruben Langdon to voice him?
Well, no, I just mean like they added Ken Masters in general alongside fucking Ryu. Is Akuma even in Smash?
No.
Dude, they could have literally just made Akuma the fucking Echo Fighter.
They might have made him a Mii costume.
They literally could have just made Akuma the fucking Echo Fighter. Or hell, dude, they could have actually had like a good fucking character there. Y'all have an animal that can fight my two-way bear? I know a bowl of soup that might be able to put up a good fight.
Not a stuffed animal, no. Because Samus has new moves in Metroid Dread that she can use in Smash. Well, that would not mean like you wouldn't be fixing her. You'd just be like upgrading her.
I'll have you
right?
know
Like,
my stuffed animal was a part of the. I'm not gonna finish that.
Well, like, so for example, I wouldn't say Link's getting fixed in terms. Well, okay, so his kit in Melee was a bit buggy.
Say it.
He had a little bit.
Say what you really fucking mean.
No, like, he was very, very buggy in Melee. He had some silly little arrow shenanigans he could do. But basically, when Brawl came around, they gave Link the Gale Boomerang. I wouldn't say that they were fixing him. They were just giving him a new addition to his arsenal.
Listen. Be grateful that you got fucking 2D.
Mii costume? Okay, then.
Be grateful you got 2D Link.
Crash, Dante, Akuma, Shovel Knight, Phoenix Wright, Raiden, Heavy.
Shovel Knight had no reason not to be in Smash. They literally added his model to the game. That was the most fucked thing. Also,
I was gonna say they never put Crash in there. They didn't. So the problem is that Crash is like one of PlayStation's most iconic mascots. There's no way he'd be able to make it in there as like.
Looks at Nintendo as they fucking lick fucking Persona from fucking the PlayStation 4 cover.
No. I mean, they wouldn't be able to put him in there without making him like a main character. Like, they wouldn't be able to make him like a Mii costume. He's got too much significance.
Listen, just have him air humping, and we're all good in the hood.
In the hood.
Devil, buddy, are you really gonna put these people through another 40 minutes of this shit? Devil, why are you being quiet? That was not the time to be quiet.
I think Shantae was kind of got the Dante treatment. Well, I said the Dante treatment. He got the Dante treatment and the Heihachi treatment. And the Lloyd treatments. And the Geno treatments. And the Doomslayer treatments.
No. Okay, but to be fair, I think Doomslayer was only going to work as a Mii fighter. He's way too brutal of a fighter.
I mean, they could have... Well, so they could have given him... Well, okay, he technically would have been like a more extensive...
Microsoft laughs in friendship and money with Nintendo. They are not friends.
No, like, let's be clear. The friendship with Nintendo is a quotation marks friendship.
Yeah, they are not friends with each other. No, I'm gonna call it how it is. Microsoft respects Nintendo. Nintendo does not respect Microsoft.
And we like, I would say respect also with the quotation marks. Like, Phil Spencer probably respects what Nintendo has done. I don't think he respects what Nintendo is doing. Because that fucker probably took one look at their online service and was like, "Yikes, this is a mess."
Dude, imagine if fucking like Nintendo's like, listen, you can have our exclusives on your Game Pass only, but you gotta let us use your servers.
Dude, that would be great. That would be the ultimate concession. I would accept that from Nintendo.
Mangler, I will only accept that from Nintendo. Nintendo, please.
Smash will not put DMC3 through Dante because it'll be a problem, and there will be so many that request Virgil. So Virgil getting requested is not a problem for why you wouldn't include Dante. I mean, I guess it's something that you would run into, but everyone would expect Dante to show up for Virgil.
But let's also talk about the real biggest tragedy, the one I didn't even mention yet. The one character who there was no reason he shouldn't have been in Smash. There is no reason why this character should never have been in Smash.
Arrow?
Was it Hollow Knight?
F for my boy Waluigi.
Oh, that. I forgot about it.
Apparently so did Nintendo.
I don't know how the fuck Waluigi never made it into Smash.
Bro, you guys got Piranha as a playable character.
Because he's been a trophy in the game for like 2 games now.
That's why I said there's no argument, no reason why this character should not have been in Smash. F for my boy Waluigi. No, Hollow Knight, well, I do think he should be a Smash character. I think he was probably going to end up being a trophy like the fucking Shovel Knight. There was no reason Hollow Knight shouldn't have been, would have been treated differently. Bro, Virgil gets into Smash, it will be Smash 4 Bayo all over again.
You're assuming that what he's going to be doing is auto-comboing you. You're just going to lose neutral every game.
Bro, there's no justice for my boy Gino from Mario RPG. The justice for your boy Gino is all the hentai with him.
So what kind of drug was Stephen King when he made his cosmology? Did he make his cosmology?
Are you serious? Stephen King was an avid fucking crack user.
No. Like, make his cosmology. Like, I don't know the lore of Stephen King.
Well, you know, like the Dark Tower has some crazy fucking shit in there, and also technically it's all canon to each other because technically the Dark Tower intersects with the It books as well because the clown is technically an enemy of the Dark Tower. What do you mean? Excuse me, bro? Did you honestly think a man produced that many books consistently? Every fucking year, and wasn't fucking doing some drugs in the fucking 70s? Bro, you must be out of your fucking mind. Oh, what kind of hentai are you reading? Oh, I don't read hentai from Nintendo. I'm just saying that I've seen some like joke fucking pictures of like Gino fucking like fucking Gino blushing as someone's like behind them. Piranha Plant's been around since the first Mario game. It has been there more Mario games than Waluigi. Not an argument. Rosalina literally showed up before Waluigi ever did.
Dude, Piranha Plant was a fucking slap in the face. They could have put Waluigi on launch and people would have lost their shit.
I was talking about I know.
I was going to say that would have been huge because they had Mario and Luigi for the first game and they brought in Peach and Bowser in the second one. They brought in Wario and then Rosalina and Luma, and finally rounding it off with like Waluigi would have been perfect. Well, I guess they brought Bowser Jr. as well, but instead we got
dude. Is it like the evil Mario also in the game, or is he just like a special for Bowser Jr.?
He's a special. I think he might be an assist trophy, but I could be wrong. He's definitely the final smash for Bowser Jr.
I remember watching Mighty Keith do the Steve Minecraft reveal and how he kept trying to make it seem like it'd be Waluigi and then obviously it's Steve from Minecraft.
Steve deserved to get in, but like fuck that character.
Dude, I need to buy Smash at some point and play on someone's Switch so I can play as my proper main, Steve from Minecraft.
I thought you told me your main was gonna be Sonic.
So that was before. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason 2B didn't make it into Smash, while Sakurai won't admit this, it's probably because all the pornography around her.
See, we've been so far removed at this point from like freaking so far removed from when the release schedule was for the DLCs that I forget who most of the Mii costumes were at that time. I remember there being a lot of disappointments. Lloyd and Genos being Mii costumes was like a slap in the face to so many fans. Because Lloyd and Genos were like, I think, top 5 requests across the board, along with Doomslayer, and they all got into the game in some capacity. I think some of the best ones were probably Cuphead and the Fallout guy.
Why don't you say Dante?
Because they used the DMC1 outfit. I mean, to be fair, Alistair has great particle effects and looks gorgeous.
Even though Priya and Mithra made it in. Priya and Mithra only made it in because they're Nintendo characters. I guarantee you if they weren't a Nintendo IP, they would not have made it into the game.
Yeah. Dude, they made it into the game and people were like, why the fuck didn't Rex get in?
No,
I don't even play Xenoblade, and I was like, that's fucked up.
Didn't they fucking also have jiggle physics on release too?
Oh yeah.
There's more porn for Priya and Mithra, but they're Nintendo characters.
That's Nintendo porn. Don't you understand the difference?
No, well, I mean, you joke, but like, I guarantee you the higher ups were like, hey, put in a character from Xenoblade, and they're like, alright, fuck. Who's the most popular Xenoblade character? These two chicks who have a bunch of fucking hentai behind them. Smash is for good little boys and girls. But then I remember there was a competitive scene I'm trying to kill, so let's bait them with this. Zim, what Smash DLC character... See, Mangler gets that one. What Smash DLC character...
Such a fucking screwed up way to say that, but you joke, but that's unironically something they do. They literally hired, like, hacker ninjas to hunt people down and grab their fucking private data. So...
Smash Ultimate DLC character. Let me take a look at who the DLC characters were. Let me see here.
It was I can help you out here. So it's Joker, Hero, Banjo,
okay.
Terry, Byleth, Piranha Plant.
Okay, yeah, I have it open. Thankfully, I was able to find it. You were practically 1-to-1. You were actually really solid.
Yeah, Piranha Plant was the first one. Then Min Min.
No. Piranha was not a DLC character.
No, he was.
Oh wait, hang on. Let me look at this one.
So he was a DLC character.
Okay, yeah. Here we go.
Unless you pre-ordered the game and you got him.
Okay.
And then that's why he's $5 instead of $6 like the regular ones, because he's supposed to come out.
So honestly, what's the most disappointing Smash fucking DLC character? I could just say Piranha Plant. No one would fucking disagree with me, but I'm gonna try to be a little hard. I'm gonna try a little harder here.
Let's go. Let's hear the hot takes.
The most disappointing character on this roster list.
An actual character, not a Mii costume.
I'm gonna say Byleth. I remember a lot of people talking bad about Byleth when they were out, and I don't remember Byleth making any waves after that point.
So Byleth is weird because Byleth is a character that people love to play, and is especially an interesting and well-designed character to play. One of the best designed characters to play. The problem with Byleth is that Byleth happens to be a part of a franchise that has repeatedly got into Smash with a massive amount of slots that cover the roster, with their characters not being too uniquely different from one another archetype-wise. And because of this...
Didn't they fix that with the Dragon Guard girl? Because isn't there like a dragon fucking transformer in that one?
Corrin? No, they didn't really fix that. So... Well, okay, so technically Corrin was a bit different because she started becoming like a distance archetype character.
Is the most played character. You're going to sit there and tell me in the entirety of the Smash community, Byleth is the most played Smash character. I call bullshit.
Byleth is one of the most played Smash characters at the competitive level. I don't think Byleth is currently the most played online, though.
Let me look this up.
Min Min. Min Min was definitely so. Min Min is the most hated character in Japan right now.
Yeah.
She's despised.
It looks
But
like the most popular character is apparently Cloud.
yeah, that sounds about. But where are you looking this up?
Well, I just looked at the first thing, and it told me according to Event Hubs, the most popular characters for Smash Bros. Ultimate was Cloud at 192 players. Dude, I do not believe Violet's the most popular character. Okay, so regarding Min Min, because I was gonna say Min Min. Hang on, let me read Ewan's comment. Bro, the worst part is that after the Pyro Metro DLC, they went for Terry, and they explained that the reason they didn't include Maya on the special stage was because Smash is for little boys. Dude. No, like that's why I'm saying, like, that's why 2B would never have made it in. There's so much porn based on her, and then on top of that, you can literally look at her fucking ass in the game if you blow yourself up. And that's...
The disappointing characters in Smash is either Violet or Min Min. Well, so Min Min was never disappointing. Min Min... So Min Min initially was a really polarizing character, but people found her to be very interesting.
Well, see,
initially, she had a lot of interesting properties. She was hated and considered to be boring afterwards.
That is specifically why I did not say Min Min, because I know Min Min's playstyle is at least unique, whereas I know Violet is a part, like Mangler said, of fucking Fire Emblem, which has like 20 different characters who all play similar to each other.
So Violet's technically, she plays very uniquely. But they play very uniquely from, like,
I mean, so does Robin, among the others. But, you know, I guess when your fucking competition is sword slash swordmaster.
He's a battle mage. And
you mean she's a battle mage?
Yeah, I forgot custom characters. So Robin's a battle mage. Violet is basically like a distance range character that just hits you with, like, obscenely long disjoints. Which technically Corrin falls under that spectrum as well. And then Ike, Marth, Roy, Chrom, and Lucina are all just swordy characters. Now there are slight differences among them that warrant like playing one or the other. Especially with Roy versus Marth, but like I'll be honest, Roy and Marth should have been the only ones of that archetype, and then they should have just had like Robin and then, like, either Corrin or Violet. I think there could have been 4, and that would have been fine. The fact that there were, like, 8, and half of them played like all each other was a little bit silly.
If you're asking me who the second most disappointing character would be, I'm going to say it's Sephiroth.
Really?
Well, first off, I did not like the fact that Sephiroth showed up at all for Smash. I think that spot could have been reserved better for a different Final Fantasy character.
Such as Noctis?
No, I was actually gonna say like maybe as much as they hate him, like maybe fucking even Lightning, I think fucking Dissidia was on strong there. You could have Warrior of Light. Hell nah. Dude, Sephiroth should not have fucking been there. Get the fuck out of here.
Sephiroth's always been very popular, so I can understand why they threw him in there. But I'm gonna be honest. Enjoyed is the fact that I spent so much time trying to convince people that he was not top tier that they were wanking the fuck out of his ranking in the competitive level, and then after about a year of finally getting their ass beat at top tier competitions, most top level players finally accepted that he's at best at the bottom of high tier.
Dude,
and I'm like, yeah. You were wrong the entire time.
Just for context, for why I don't like Sephiroth being in the game, it'd be like Shadow showing up as a DLC character.
Oh no, I don't think that's
Sephiroth and Cloud have incredibly similar fighting styles and incredibly similar power sets.
Well, so the difference is that Shadow has literally more variation with his techniques and his actual abilities than fucking Sephiroth and Cloud do from each other. Now, granted, I know they express themselves way differently in the game. I know they fixed that problem. I'm just saying though, from source material, they gave him like most of his materia and his like magic stuff. So it is a completely different.
No, it's not. Shut up. For me, the most disappointing is Kazuya. Yes, having villains in the cast pretty nice, but knew him. What are you talking about? Kazuya's the good guy. Hayachi's the bad guy. Bro, if Lightning came into Smash, it would have been more controversial than Violet. No, wouldn't have. How many Final Fantasy characters are in? Violet is only controversial specifically because of the fact that fucking there's so many fucking Fire Emblem characters.
Well, she was also controversial for 2 other reasons.
We'd like to take those reasons.
The main one was that she was the final character in the first Fighter's Pass of DLC.
Yes, and at that time they were all kind of hoping for fucking either Dante or some shit, right?
The second reason was because Capcom was in the midst of promoting the DMC3
yes, I
Dial Switch port,
I
and
remember.
it was being promoted on the day Byleth was being revealed, which was fucking horrible timing, because basically people were like, oh, that means Capcom's going to show up at the conference and announce it, and then it never happened, and we got Byleth instead, and people were like, what the fuck is this crap? We could have had Dante. Like, yeah, there was a lot of mistakes.
Most people do not hate Lightning anymore. The only people who still hate Lightning are people who either A, just want to hate Lightning just to be fucking, like, quote-unquote cool, or people who have just never played the game. She's not that bad overall. Shadow
so
what?
DMC2?
No, I mean, the gameplay, yeah, it's pretty bad. Smash community, don't put sword fight, don't put sword character, then Smash Hero, multiple sword character. Sam, I have an idea I need you to give your opinion on. Alright, Jay, go ahead. Also, Shadow and Silver being Sonic Echo-Fires would be disrespectful. It would not be disrespectful. It would literally just... Dude, they have enough variants in their kit to be fucking, like, actually unique fighters. Silver in particular actually has telekinetic powers, and Shadow does have access to, like, the fucking chaos control and shit. Dude, listen, all I'm saying is that maybe we should consider the fact of the matter that that's some bullshit. Who's the most hated character ever created? Let me tell you, his name is Ren. Pain. Ha! Too bad you don't know my character's last name.
Instead of a super skin, have a true lore scaling skin.
Your mom's a true lore scaling skin.
You wouldn't have a video game at that point.
You know,
like I was gonna say if we were to give Dante like a true lore scaling skin, everything would be heaven or hell mode, with the exception of a few boss fights.
Your mom's heaven or hell mode.
And then, I was gonna say on top of that,
okay, fuck me again.
On top of that, basically every single demon that Dante hasn't seen for the first time, he would have to like investigate it. Weirdly, so you'd have to have like literally like in-depth RE mechanics loaded into your combat sequence, which is really kind of a clusterfuck and would break the flow. And then you would just have like a never-ending supply of health and power that Dante would like. Dante's Devil Trigger bars would have to be like 40 bars off the screen.
I will say this: Kepka should have been Smash for Sephiroth. I said it. No, if anyone else was going to Super Skin True Lord Skin, I mean, you could do it like that, but you're basically just making it like heaven and hell without like the hell part.
So just heaven.
Listen. I respect that Final Fantasy VI is a pretty solid game. I'm assuming. I respect that, but you guys gotta understand, your time died off a long time ago. Final Fantasy 1 has more relevance than Final Fantasy 6.
You know, when Sakurai put in the 3 sign, I thought it was going to be Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, because Sakurai loves fucking with people. I think someone made a video about this, that when he was describing or designing Sora, he was making a video to explain that, you know, why I design all my characters to be extremely annoying and irritating. He's like, why? Because people always fucking berate me to put their character in this game. All I hear nonstop all day every day is put my character in this game. So I finally give in and give them this character, and I make it the most annoying piece of shit they've ever seen. Now I don't know if that's true.
No,
but if you want evidence for the claim, Sonic was probably one of the most requested characters, one of the most iconic characters in the roster. And in Smash Ultimate, he is the most irritating, fast-paced enemy to fight in the entire game.
No, I 100% believe that. Sakurai talks like someone, like Sakurai fucking hated doing Smash near the end. You can fucking tell.
Well, so when you see Sora's kit for anyone who's played like the Kingdom Hearts games is a little bit bare bones compared to what it should have been. So like all of his special spells like Cure and Aereo and like Stop
Listen, you
are linked to his
fucker. Be grateful that you got him. You fucking degenerates.
So here's the thing. When you look at how his playstyle and his magic actually works, he can't control it manually like a menu. He has to cycle through it. And people are like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'm like, well, so that results in him just spamming fire and then thunder and then blizzard. And then having like infinite recovery.
Lightning is bad, end of discussion. It doesn't matter if you think lightning's bad. The point is that it shouldn't have been 2 Final Fantasy VII reps. And I'm going to say it even further. It shouldn't have been 2 Final Fantasy reps and not have been Tifa. But then again, like, basically Sakura went out of his way of saying attractive women aren't allowed in the game if they're not from Nintendo. That's basically what he fucking said with fucking Mai.
Strongest sword. He should be somewhere in like the.
Depends on who you ask.
So, I would say that you can't really take the universal and multiversal meta for Kingdom Hearts seriously because most of the claims made from it come from arguments presented almost exclusively based on evidence from the Ultimecia guides, which were never translated. And the assertion is made just mainly from like Stitch's world being stated to be like, well, it's not stated to be a universe. It's just mentioned that it's in a distant universe. You assert that it is, and then you extrapolate that statement to every single world in the KH cosmology.
Holy shit, Devil!
And assume all of them are the universe.
Stay strong, Devil.
Mangler, shut up. I wish. I wish that was how that worked.
A normal discussion. Oh yeah, great.
Well, so I would say that he's generally around like star level with massively fast and light speed.
When did you decide you just want to make an enemy of the entire Kingdom Hearts community?
Dude, the Kingdom Hearts community needs to know their fucking place. Also, it's not the Kingdom Hearts community that's doing it. It's VSB. And like people on YouTube that don't know how to scale. It's literally like the simplest fucking thing to pay attention to lore and scaling. You have blatant statements that confirm the nature and the existence of how worlds exist in KH. They are described verbatim as planets in a sea of stars. And people took that to mean like, well, that's one interpretation. No, it's not an interpretation. It's just canon.
I like how all this is going on. The Devil in the background's out here just fucking fighting for his life.
I was gonna say, I see it trying really hard back there. That Final Fantasy character that's not in Final Fantasy VII, it should be Yashoda of 14, a magic type, or Squall. I'm surprised that Squall never made it in it. Well, then again, like, they just turned, like, the entire Final Fantasy VII crew into, like, Mii fighters.
I mean, I'd say Squall's a good pick. Oh, and I just thought something, we don't really have a healer fighter in Smash. Regarding Yashoda, maybe. She is pretty popular.
We don't. We have characters that have healing mechanics, but that's obviously not the same thing.
Your mom's not the same thing?
Also, like, if you had a healer fighter, how would you design that? Because that'd be like a character that's like co-op only. Like, you know. Because that would be a character that's like super one-dimensional, but that'd be really broken.
Dude, Final Fantasy, dude, again, like, I understand that you guys have this fucking love for Final Fantasy VI. I respect that. But bro, you guys got less of a chance showing up than fucking Emperor did.
Okay.
Yuna? I think Yuna would be fine.
So Yuna. Oh, did that other portion of my
Listen, I'm just gonna be Black Mage, just high DPS magic. Noctis for Smash though. Okay, so realistically speaking, it should have been Noctis since he was the most recent Final Fantasy character. Your time has just begun? Bro, what the fuck are you smoking? I will say this, Devil. I admire your tenacity. You remind me of a Soulsborne player. Dude, give me Vivi for Smash. Japan loves 9, unlike here. Just dropping in to say hi. Hope your bro's okay. Oh, yeah, everything's going great. Thanks, Jay, for stopping by, even though you were already talking beforehand. Thank you for the $2 donation,
Honestly,
Jay. I appreciate it.
You stopped by while you had already stopped by. You committed a double stop.
I'm from Indonesia. Hello? I don't know how to respond to that.
Yes. We don't usually get a lot of people
Holy
that claim that they're from
shit!
Indonesia.
Oh my god! Wait, I'm still missing his LD, aren't I? Holy shit!
Noctis being controversial, bro. He'd be the most unique sword character than any sword character in Smash.
I did not say it was controversial, unless that's what I said. I don't recall. Holy shit!
Wait, are we counting the pits?
All right, Jay. Thank you for stopping by me. Always a pleasure.
Because like the pits technically are swordies.
I'm still.
But I would argue that they're extremely unique.
Never. I mean, yeah, in comparison to the fucking Dark guys. That comment was for Nello.
Oh.
Did he say Noctis was going to be controversial? Noctis is not a controversial character. Final Fantasy 15 is well loved by the community. Double FRs. Holy shit. Okay, do I not have his fucking LD? I have his entire kit except for his LD, right? I don't own his LD. Let me make sure. If I don't own his LD, I gotta go gem. I gotta gem it. Vivi would have been pretty cool, I think, for Smash. Very common opinion. There's not enough DMC hentai. You know what? I would agree with you, but that depends on how you count still images versus comic portions. Dude, Final Fantasy 15 is not controversial. Most Final Fantasy fans are okay with 15 or enjoy 15. Like, we all agree it could have been better, especially with how much time it had in development. But most people don't have a negative opinion of 15. Except for, like, the people who first bought it when it first came out. But even then, I got it, like, fucking... Honestly, the only people who have a negative opinion of 15 are the people who waited the 10 years. No, it isn't. Real talk, I have not heard anyone complain about Final Fantasy 15, and I'm a part of a few Final Fantasy, like, more general population. Like, see, that's what I'm going to say right now as well, just to clarify. I'm referring to the more general population. Do you love Indonesia? I don't know a fucking thing about Indonesia.
Neither do I. I don't have an opinion on the place.
I wouldn't even be able to tell you where the fuck Indonesia is.
I think I might know where it is, but neither here nor there.
Final Fantasy 14 has so many not safe for work in the game and outside the game.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, DMC's hentai scene has always been weird in regards to
Fuck yeah.
You finally beat it? Holy shit, Del finally fucking beat it.
Well, Noctis' normal attacks and his special would be his War Guard, not just his engine sword.
No, Noctis would have an amazing kit.
Thank you for releasing my physical form. I have only gratitude.
Why were you trapped?
I am uncertain. My mind, still fragmented. The Rokstola Valkyr. It is the last thing I remember.
The what?
Valhalla awaits. I must return.
I want to ask, which person are you? I don't understand what you mean.
Oh, I think he's referring to the you know,
What is that?
I think he's referring to the fact that, like one person's obviously playing the game,
Oh,
several people are talking, and then one person's...
I'm the one on the screen.
Where is it?
The one inside the cube.
Yes.
different places.
The one who has subjected himself to the power of the square
Out for what it was at the time. I didn't know for sure.
because he could not become based and make a triangle instead.
Chamber held a special significance.
I don't know what arms that guard.
Find something there, I'm certain of it.
See you later, Jay Warrior.
There's your warrior. Is Destiny Curious actually the writer of Flynn? Probably. Oh, good job, Devil. It took a while. I almost gouged my eyes out when Dante worked recently with Dante Virtual Nero pop up my notification. You poor soul.
Amir, what else did the serpent tell you when you spoke? Kinda sounded important.
I'm sure it's nothing. He just said the boy seemed familiar to him.
Me? That's impossible.
Don't I quite agree? Unless, perhaps, he refers to something yet to be. It is said that when Jormungandr and Thor battle at Ragnarok, their clash so violently shakes the Tree of Life that it splinters, casting the serpent backwards through time, even before his own birth.
What?
That is madness.
Well, I did say not to concern yourself.
Which notification though? Alright, I want to start saving up for going Freya. I want to make sure I can get her. Kratos.
Got you all bumfuzzled. Get going.
Ooh. Right there.
Alright. You literally travel back in time. Yeah, but what he's being told is that the serpent travels back before he was even born.
Right. Lots of luck.
Tumblr.
This is it. Here we go.
Hold on, wait a minute. This isn't going to work.
What?
There's no travel crystal. Tyr must have used his own eyes to refract the energy. It was his final failsafe.
He's got eyes like him, Amir.
An eye. One! Odin plucked out my other eye precisely to keep me from travelling. Sorry, lads. Thought that would work.
What did Odin do with your other eye?
Could have kept it. In any of 100 places, I'm afraid.
We've come so far. There has to be a way.
Look, bit of a long shot. But for years, I'd see Sindri, sometimes Brock, lurking around in that mountain when Odin came for his visits. Maybe they know something.
Brock and Sindri.
Why is that impossible to swallow for Kratos? I don't know specifically, but like that's still fucking pretty crazy.
I don't think he can fathom someone punching someone through time.
That is true because he had to use the Scissors of Fate mechanics to fucking do that
Guys,
shit.
question for you. Anyone know where we can find Mimir's other eye?
matter of fact, Odin asked me to. He wanted me to build a. He showed it to me, you see, and I declined. Sorry, will you excuse me?
Well, that was useless.
You know, it was about that same time that Odin came around looking for me to build a statue with some sort of hidden compartment. Now, that not being a weapon and the Aesir being a bunch of pock-speckled cockers, I too saw fit to decline. But I know we got it built just the same.
What was the statue?
It's that one of Thor out there flashing his sack to the lake.
The statue that the serpent ate.
Sorry about that. Feeling much better.
How are we supposed to look inside the snake?
Tired.
We'd better go see what the world serpent has to say about that.
Welcome back.
Well, lads, I don't know what lies ahead, but now would be a good time to make sure your gear is ready for the blast. Anything you need to do.
Domingo, you really believe that the Kingdom Hearts versus Star Level are massively episodic? No, I said massively FTL. Also, I didn't say Kingdom Hearts verse. I said Sora. There's a distinction. There are universal and like 2C beings in KH, but they would not be Sora. So the fucked up part about this is that technically Sora only really has like tier 2 arguments from like fighting consistently from fighting Xehanort. Well, okay, so I say consistently. He only has 2C feats that you can steal with the main cast from fighting the final Xehanort. But that fight in and of itself already has varying degrees of like plot-induced stupidity. And is not consistently backed by lore within its own game. It's also contradicted by events and stuff within its own game. Such as him losing to like a weaker Vanitas like 1 or 2 worlds earlier. Vanitas literally most of his tiering operates under circular scaling, where he's only that strong because he scales the Ventus, who's only that strong because he scales the Vanitas. I shit you not. There's also like flat, like consistent scaling at the uni for like the recoded characters, but everything that they do is comprised within the context of a datascape that doesn't backscale to the main world, because datascapes are blatantly stated to be areas in which time can be made to loop indefinitely and the impossible can become possible. Within the datascapes in KH, you can basically make or do whatever you want. So none of it really scales to raw IP. For the program within the program experiencing things, it would, but like this isn't relevant for like Maleficent.
Devil, please stop! Oh, you actually got him.
Mickey
Okay.
or any of the other characters that interacted with them. Unfortunately.
People say Kratos can travel dimensions easily, then Kratos proceeds to incinerate, jump off in the edge of the Yggdrasil. Okay, it's not entirely fair. So, when Kratos jumps off the edge of the Yggdrasil, he's jumping into a void. Now, this depends on how voids work in fiction, because certain voids you can just enter and there's nothing, and other voids, they destroy you when you enter them.
Yeah, you get erased from existence usually.
Yeah, so it depends
or
on...
consumed or something.
It depends on how the series treats the void.
That poor frog due to devil, it looked at him the wrong way. Don't you understand?
He could see its side point.
You really could expect that sort of response at this point.
Do you understand how uncomfortable this would have to be, logically? He has to let all that water go through his fucking mouth.
It's no problem. Sure, I could do it.
Okay, so... Okay, so I guess he's gonna swallow it, but it's still kind of like... Imagine you being in the water and just holding your mouth open.
Yes. What a pleasant experience. Oh yeah, are they inside the World Serpent at this point? Zim.
It just
Well,
reminded me of a way I used to.
They're inside the World Serpent at this point?
they are.
Okay, yeah.
Let's find that statue.
Hang on. Also, let's make sure these are go on left. Okay, I was gonna say, Newen, for his eye, the one that's usually green, like solid green, just make it solid green. But beyond that, looks pretty good. Oh, actually, wait. Does he keep the slash on his chest?
Ah, smells not as bad as I thought it'd be. Bit like heather ale fermenting. Pleasant,
I'll have to think about that later. Still, so it's coming along nicely, Newen. I think so far the only thing I'd probably say is like just change the eye color and maybe add a little slash on his chest from like a little scar there. Or not a little scar, it'd be a giant scar, but we'll see what happens. Looking really nice so far. Really liking how it's turning out.
There, the hammer.
Mangler, you watch versus Xehanort?
Trying to remember. Oh, that's a lot of hacks that I would have to evaluate. Depending on what you could argue.
A reminder, the lives of men mean nothing to the gods.
Because there's some shenanigans with the Book of Prophecies, which technically gives Sora access to some forms of a causality. Depending on the type, the... Well, so here's the fucked up thing, is that technically speaking, the powers of Xehanort... Well, actually, wait, no. Yeah, most of the darkness, light manipulation, soul manipulation, anything you could argue for existence erasure, even if you argue conceptual manipulation, it's not really effective on Yuha. And then not only does Yuha have resistances to that... Oh wait, yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, no, technically the Almighty would probably neg Yuha, because at the end of the series, when he absorbs Aizen, he directly absorbs Aizen, which at this point, I think Aizen has statements and information that confirms he's not he can't be seen by the Almighty, or he can also block it.
No, so what Aizen does is...
No, I know what he does. I'm saying there's statements that are unrelated to what he did.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's something to that effect, or either that, or someone made an argument interpretively. Either way, the point is that the Almighty can allow him to buff himself, so he would just have to see Xehanort's future just to gather information about him, and that would be it. Like, he wouldn't need to... It wouldn't matter if the future showed him incorrect information, because Xehanort had, like, a causality. The fucked up thing about the Almighty is that the Almighty just basically allows you to see and, like, essentially interact with all futures that you can see. All possible futures in reality, and make all powers take your side so that they can't even use to hurt me or kill you.
But that's only if you
gain
can,
government.
that's only if you're seeing the actual future, though.
Yeah, yes, but the issue is that, like, you have to demonstrate, like, that what's it called? Fucking Xehanort's like a causality, which we'd be basing specifically and entirely on his ability to use the power of waking, is able to block him from a guy's precog that can see, like, I think... So basically he claims that he can see every single future like a grain of sand on, like, all the grains of sand on Earth. And I think calculating that's somewhere in the neighborhood of, like...
No, you would not calculate a statement like that, because clearly the intent is that he can basically see fucking fucking millions and millions. You know?
Well, so the idea is that the general ballpark of what he was referring to is like a quintillion or something amount of futures.
I don't think there's that much sand on the planet.
There's well, he was talking about grains of sand, so like individual grains of sand. Or is it that or trillions? Somewhere in that nature. It was a very, 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 very large amount of futures.
7 quintillion, 500 quadrillion grains.
Oh, damn, never mind then.
I guess I was wrong.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. It's a lot of fucking futures that he could see, so you'd have to argue that his acausality could prevent him from being seen in all of those.
Well, okay,
on scope.
well, no, that's at least from what I've seen of Yuha's ability, that's not entirely how it works. What I mean by that is that each future version of you does not have a different set of abilities.
No. What I'm saying is that like, you'd have to prove that your acausality could like block.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think increasing the number of how many universes you see would definitely increase like its direct like potency.
I mean, it increases like total volume of it. So the issue here is that the acausality that he demonstrates is not acausality against like manipulations of his fate in general. It's just like the fate as it's enlisted within the Book of Prophecies. And the Book of Prophecies isn't enlisting fate within like.
Wait, so Devil, hang on, Devil, are you ready for the end of the game? Because I believe the next fight is the final boss fight, right?
It's not addressing fate as it exists within like an infinite multiverse or something like that, or infinite multiverse. Yes. It's like one guaranteed possibility that was supposed to happen. And I'm also ascribing this causality to Xehanort because he has the ability to break loops that he could be a part of with the power of waking.
Hang on, Ewan.
But like that's not necessarily accurate to say that he would. So I'd be ascribing a power to him based on something that Sora did. I'd be giving him the benefit of the doubt here. But this is without mentioning that Yuha can also just see information from any of those timelines and still probably like see himself and gain powers and abilities based on what he sees. Because even if he doesn't see, so the issue is that even if he doesn't see Xehanort, he would see himself getting attacked, or see something from himself. He wouldn't be able to see Xehanort in the future. In worst case scenario, best case scenario, he'd be able to see it, but it would be the information would be wrong. But he'd still gain immunity or resistance to whatever that thing is.
Kisuke is a Batman character in Bleach because Aizen you watch scared with his intelligence is broken. Was fucking you watch afraid of Kisuke?
Yes, he labels him. Well, I don't know if it would be accurate to say he was afraid of him, but he labels him as a special war powers act.
If he's labeled as a special war powers, that means that he's a threat.
Yeah, he definitely considers him a threat. I don't know if he considers him like inherently afraid, but he's like, you need to be stopped.
Yeah, so if I recall correctly, there's 3 special war powers were Aizen.
5.
There were 5? I thought there were only 3.
Yeah, so Ichigo was known for his potential. I think Ichibei was known for his wisdom. Aizen was known for his spiritual pressure. Kenpachi was known for his battle strength.
Wait. No. Doesn't the fake Yuha tell Kenpachi this is why I didn't consider you a special war power? Or does that change like during
No. That was Yamamoto.
No, he says that to Kenpachi because he fucking like one-shots Kenpachi, doesn't he?
No. He says it to Yamamoto.
So I could have sworn the wiki fucking page shows him talking to Kenpachi.
They must have labeled that incorrectly because he states that directly to Yamamoto, that's in the context of after he lost his arm and after he went soft. He explains all the reasonings of why he didn't list him as a special war powers.
So let me just ask the honest question. Are you telling me that like Aizen was considered for his spiritual pressure, but Kenpachi was considered for something other than spiritual pressure?
Or his battle strength. The fact that, like, this fucker could keep coming back like some kind of crazy savage, and every time he would just get exponentially stronger.
Shouldn't he be considered for his spiritual pressure since...
I think they labeled it incorrectly. Like, I'll agree. They probably should have been like, yeah, this guy for his spiritual pressure, also this guy for his spiritual pressure. But I think Yuha wanted to be a little bit less on the nose about it, so he's like, yeah.
So who was the others? So you mentioned 5, but who was the other one?
So it was Ichigo. Hang on, let me. Actually, I have the fucking page. Right.
Because obviously, Aizen fucking.
Ichigo, Ichibei, Kenpachi, Aizen, and Kisuke. And Kisuke was, I think depending on the translation, he either says like his weird machinations or his unknown means. Basically, like what Askin describes is that Kisuke is essentially considered dangerous because no matter what you do, he will always try to come up with a plan and create a plan that will counteract everything that you do and unravel all of your strategy.
What, Kisuke or Aizen?
Kisuke.
Wow.
No, because Kisuke literally said, like, he made, like, I think 10 to 20 different possibilities for how that outcome was going to work. And he predicted basically all of them, and it came down to those possibilities. And then Nell, when she comes to save him, is like, yeah, Kisuke was correct. His prediction literally came down to this. And keep in mind, Kisuke didn't know what any of Askin's powers were before he arrived on scene. And he was able to predict an outcome to such specificity and length that he could basically get himself out of a dome that was completely, like, impenetrable from the inside, and required him to activate his Bankai to allow, like, an access point to the outside.
So are you saying...
A very, like, super specific situation.
Are you telling me that if Kisuke knew about the Almighty, you're saying he could have beat Yuha?
If you gave him enough time, he probably could have found a way to beat Yuha.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say for the record as well.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, so who's the fifth member then?
Yeah, no, here, let me see if I can find it.
I'll say you keep saying there were 5.
No, I did mention them all. Wait, where is... I think I have it all. There it is. Okay, so the 5 special threats were chosen because of their incalculable aspects. Ichigo Kurosaki's potential, is Kenpachi Zaraki's combat strength, Ichibei Hirosubu, I can't remember his name, Ichibei's wisdom, Sosuke Aizen's spiritual pressure, and Kisuke Urahara's incalculable tricks.
Oh, okay.
No matter how deceptive you try to be, he will always try to outsmart you, the consummate schemer.
Okay, I forgot about Ichibei. So,
yeah, Ichibei is listed.
So let me get this straight. Did you are you telling me that the fucking writer of Bleach decided to name his god tiers?
Yeah. Well, so if you want Yamamoto, so there's a reason given for where I guess Yamamoto kind of sits.
Well,
let me see if I can find that
Ichibei
one.
is the leader of Zero Squad, right?
Yes. He's the one that named all the Zanpakuto in the Soul Society.
Yeah, he was also the guy who kind of made Renji's day even worse.
Let's see if I can find it here. What does he say to Yamamoto? Your demise was pitiful. You probably couldn't even understand why you weren't one of the 5 I was concerned about. Why didn't you heal your left arm? You could have done so if you ordered that human to do. I was referring to Orihime. Why didn't you? I'll tell you why. It's because you didn't want to exploit humans. I know, even amidst the battle with Aizen, you were apprehensive about getting Ichigo Kurosaki involved. And even now, you not only put only the Soul Society, but the world of living as well on your back and stood in front of me and lost. You've gotten weak, Shigekuni Yamamoto. You were different before. The original 13 court guard squads that you found were only court guards in name. There were a couple of cold-hearted killers, but because of that, they were to be greatly feared. And it was you who kept them alive. You were truly a beast with a sword. You used anything and everything to slay an enemy. The lives of your men weighed only as much as ash to you. But it all changed when you killed us Quincy's off. Once you people had peace, you had more to protect, more to love. You became a hesitant and gutless bunch over some foolish sense of justice and pride. But essentially, that's... So, and then he says just like, you know...
So I'm going to be honest. Do you guys think Balder would have kept fighting at that point? Because he has his hands in a weird position.
Yeah. He was going to fight.
Do you think he was going to keep fighting?
Yep.
I wonder if Yamamoto will have his other arm back in hell. Wait, Yamamoto only has one arm?
In the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, yes. He sacrifices his left arm to Kido, I believe, or it's his right. I can't remember which. Yeah, no, it's his left arm. he sacrifices his left arm to Aikido at the 90s level to burn Aizen after his Inzek Joku, or whatever it's referring
Oh,
to.
so basically he couldn't handle his own power and it destroyed his arm.
Well, no. So what happens is that he lays a trap while the visors and the captains are being like cut down by Aizen, and it shoots up those giant flame pillars as he attempts to like incinerate the entire area where they're located. And I love how he tries to tell Ichigo, like, stay back, Ichigo Kurosaki. This is not your battle. I'm like, I'm pretty sure those pillars are going to converge on his position, so he's going to die either way. But basically, Wonder Weiss obviously turns off the flames. He beats the crap out of Wonder Weiss, completely destroys his body, and then Aizen reveals that the flames he sealed from his Ryujin Jaka are inside Wonder Weiss's body. So Wonder Weiss, when he dies, his head explodes, releasing the flames. And Yamamoto has to tank the explosion on top of his stomach.
Alright, let's see
which
how many times Double dies
incapacitates
in
him.
this fight, or the Valkyrie fight's harder than fucking the Balder fight.
And then after that happens, Aizen shows up to kill him.
Cake
And he's just like, I will not spare your life because you're basically like the head of the Soul Society. You're the history of the Soul Society itself. If you died, 13 squads will fall. And Yamamoto grabs his hand. And he's like, don't get too cocky. And he's like, Hado number like 94 or something. And sacrifices his left arm. And basically burns it off to burn Aizen. And then afterwards, I guess because of his pride and his shame, he refuses to let Orihime heal his arm, even though it would be incredibly easy for her to do so. Like,
that's kind of stupid.
Well, the reason given is theirs, because he didn't want to rely on humans. He felt ashamed.
Or you could just rely on this one person this one time for like 3 minutes.
Well, to be fair, that was part of like his arc, was that he was slowly starting to get a little bit annoyed with the fact that he couldn't do everything himself, when it was his responsibility to do everything himself. And then that's why when Kuraku becomes the captain commander, he basically does the opposite. He's just like, okay, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm literally teaching Kenpachi how to do kendo and become a Zanpakuto. And Sector 46 is like, what the fuck? Why would you teach Kenpachi? I'm like, well, we don't really have a choice. And then the second thing he does is like, all right, I'm gonna let Aizen out of prison. And everyone's like, what is wrong with you? After what he did, and I'm like, do we have another option? Like, we can fight, like, I could choose to believe that, like, I think he says something to the effect of, like, the lesser of two evils is presumably still evil, but, like, I would choose to fight the options that we have with the options we currently possess, or something like that. Like, he's essentially like, we need to use what we have at hand, even if we don't like it. I will use whatever it takes, basically, to beat the
and then Aizen's just over there like, hey, buddy, you got 2 more keys.
Yeah, no, he's just like, you gonna let me out? It's like, oh, who am I kidding? You know you like being tied up in there. Yeah, but Yamamoto might have his arm back.
He should.
Well, so Kuraku's probably linked Shigeyabi with a common sense.
Also,
Probably, yeah.
Also,
I mean, aside from Mayuri.
I think that'll probably be one of the most like baller panels I think in manga history, is when the guy fucking unlocks one of Aizen's seals. Aizen's already completely free and is like, hey, 2 more. What are you gonna give me, buddy?
No, and then he's just like, why would I help you? I'm like, well, this is maybe just conjecture on my part, but I would assume you don't want to be ruled by the Quincy's.
Aizen, fair point.
Aizen's like, you are correct. Well, he says something. It's what he says is a lot smoother than how I put it. But he basically insinuates that like Aizen doesn't want to be like governed by anyone.
Well, yeah, because his entire character is that he wants to rule over everything. And let's be real here, Aizen will rule over everything eventually, unless they find a way to kill him. There's only so long you can live before he outlives all of you.
Also, the thing is that then he echoes this at the end of the arc when Yuha shows up in the Soul Society. He's just like, oh, Sosuke Aizen. what are you doing here? Is like, welcome to my soul society. And he's like, oh, you're fighting for the soul reapers? I'm like, don't be ridiculous. I'm simply not allowing anyone to govern me.
Okay, Eisen, hear me out. I won't tax you.
Out of the question.
I choose who gets taxed or not. Eisen, you gotta meet me halfway here. You gotta be a little reasonable here with me, buddy. Poor Soul Society characters having to deal with Eisen's bullshit. I'll have to explain more in the prison society, in the Soul Society. Then there are a lot of dangerous characters in there. Well, so this is I think one of the problems. Eisen will be taxes. He has ascended to his true form, Taxation Eisen. Holy shit, Devil! How long is this fight gonna take?
Takes no damage.
I really hope I can stick around long enough. You still got another like 20 minutes, Devil, so don't like give up now. Just like
Taxation Eisen versus tax evasion Virgil. Do we give him the Hokyoku?
Does the Hokyoku even matter in reference to DMC character?
When it comes to taxes, it does.
What was I gonna say though? Fucking Well, so the problem Bleach suffers from to an extent is that you cannot reveal people in prison are stronger than what we've seen before. And the problem is that unlike JoJo's, Bleach suffered from a Dragon Ball problem.
So that's not exactly true. So you can okay, so if you're saying like the top of the food chain,
and a novel, a Kenpachi is in prison with Aizen. Okay, even if there's a Kenpachi in prison with Aizen, that wouldn't be like... Okay, so this is where I've always fucking found confusing about the name Kenpachi. I understand it's not like a real technical name. It's like a name you get for doing a specific thing. But it's also kind of like... So, I know there's the first Kenpachi, and then I know there's the current Kenpachi, who's the fucking captain.
Yes.
Is it ever confirmed like that a Kenpachi has to be as strong as the other Kenpachis?
No, it's a name given to the one who will not fall, no matter how many times he is cut. Basically, like a savage killer that loves and revels in battle to the point where, like, you can just keep slashing in and he'll never drop.
Looks like Kenpachi who got dropped repeatedly.
To be fair, it wasn't from slashes. The second Kenpachi is considered to be the most dangerous Kenpachi. Is that the one after Unohana, but before the current? I was gonna say, I think that one is covered in one of the novels. Well, it's not in. It's not covered in Can't Fear Your Own World. I bought 3 of those books, and I never heard a single mention of that.
The second Kenpachi is considered the most dangerous Kenpachi. Which one's the second Kenpachi then? Is that the one that's the main Kenpachi, or is he like the third Kenpachi?
So there's Yachiru, who is the first Kenpachi.
Okay.
Yachiru Unohana. It's from Spirits Are Forever With You. Yeah, I was about to fucking say Spirits Are Forever With You was the other big novel, but it was never translated to English.
Isn't that the one that confirms that we've already seen Aizen's Bankai?
That might be a different one, but you're probably right. Hey man, if 1,000 Year Blood War Arc comes around, maybe you'll actually see Aizen's Bankai.
But Mangler, we've already seen it. Kenpachi, as Insho, has one of the most broken abilities in the verse.
I was gonna say he does. From what I was been told, he definitely has a pretty exceptional.
Mangler, why do you not accept proper evidence? I've shown you the statement.
I'm just not in this. It's not that I'm accepting them. I'm saying like it probably will be changed in the final arc when it gets animated.
Lies. For those of you who are unaware, according to a translation from the novel, Aizen's illusions are compared in the same vein to Bankai's as his Bankai. Okay, so can I just say how stupid this entire encounter is?
No.
Well, what I
You're
mean
not.
is, like, it's stupid how she can fight you.
Oh, is it Sozo Aishiro? Asashiro? Is that what I am? Yes. So, Sozo Asashiro. That's his name. That's from, yeah. He's the former 8th Kenpachi of the GOW 13 and the previous captain. In order to gain the title of Kenpachi, he slew the previous one, Kenpachi Kurouchi, with his Bankai. He gained his title for unclear reasons. Also, when he started rebelling within Soul Society, was taken over the Royal Guard. Since then, he was sentenced to Mukin, the lowest level within Soul Society, and his title was given to his lieutenant.
So does he try and merge with Aizen or something, or?
No, he's just chilling in Mukin.
Wait, so they just mentioned this character with this broken ass ability, but they don't use him for anything?
Hang on.
That seems a little stupid.
Oh, it seems he has Kodo Hitsuki.
You mean the sword from the movie that, like, summons other Zanpakuto?
Kodo Hitsuki, also known as Hado number 90 Black Coffin.
Oh. Okay, so then does he fight Aizen then, or what?
I don't know if he does. I'm just looking at VSB's profile for him right now. Suppose Zanpakuto takes the form of a woman with the appearance of his late sister. He's always blind Ashiro due to Ashiro always being in his Bankai state. She acts as an advisor for Ashiro mid-fight and communicate with him freely. Make herself seen and heard by others if she desires. Aizen's Bankai allows him to fuse with anything he... Azoshiro's Bankai allows him to fuse with anything he desires. Furthermore, he can also fuse with any substance, whether it's inorganic or organic, and can fuse with his enemy's body to destroy their internal system, and through fusing their muscles and organs, such as when he easily killed Kenpachi Kuroshiri.
So
He
how
also
does
noticed fusing with people to loosen their reishi, thus making it easier to attack them.
he lose to Kenpachi then?
No. He I think he lost to he slew the previous Kenpachi. He was taken down by the Royal Guard.
Does he not fight at all in the novel?
He's in prison.
Okay,
So
yeah.
unless there's a flashback, but
Well, this just seems so weird. It sounds like such a fleshed out character, and he doesn't fight. Like, that seems so fucking weird.
let me get
The downside is his Zanpakuto is always yapping shit, and if the one he merged damaged, he also damaged him. He fought the present Kenpachi. Yeah, so Kenpachi has to beat him in a fight then. See, because that's the thing. When you're writing a story, you usually don't explain a character's fighting ability this in depth unless they fight, because there's no reason to do that. You might give.
I'm describing it off of VSB, so keep in mind it's not exactly
VSB. Everything VSB has on their page would be stuff they grab directly from the story though, which means that it has to be used in combat, or at least it has to be talked about significantly.
Where is the fucking...
It would be incredibly weird if that ability wasn't used at all. Like that's where we'd be in the situation of like, what the fuck? He defeats the current Kenpachi and leaves the position. Wait, so what happens to him then? Holy shit, Devil's getting fucking wrecked. Hey, Devil, I think you said, and I could be wrong, Cakewalk?
Yeah, compared to the Valkyries.
Oh, well, we'll see. You're on track. He defeats the current Kenpachi and leaves the position. Okay. So then, is he just out there in the world? I know you haven't responded to the last question, but I'm just like, just to clarify, this character has to have an ending somewhere. He's too broken. He's too powerful to just leave randomly out there unless, like, this is a plan to be used later on. The story's kind of fucked when you think about it. 'Cause it's literally just Balder fucking, like, finally can feel something for the first time and you're just trying to kill him right afterwards.
Yes, you do. And this boss fight's still coming on.
I mean, he's got to halfway. Well, obviously, you can just go to sleep now. You know, I know it's late where you're at. So, like, yeah, you can just worry about this stuff
I'm
tomorrow
trying
and
to
stuff.
find a translation for this.
That's new.
Oh.
Okay, so apparently he can utilize his Bankai's fusion technique to remove the parts of the brain and spirit that cause evil, thus making his target purely good and incapable of going to places such as hell or becoming hollows. That kind of breaks the verse a little bit.
That's why I said, like, this
He could
character has to have been killed in some capacity, or they have to be detained in some capacity. It's too broken.
Well, so from what I understand, the wiki describes that he's currently in Muken, imprisoned. Which means what probably happened was that Ichibei showed up, took away his name or something, power nulled him, and then he got sealed by the guards, and had spiritual pressure release seals put on his body.
You know,
Or
theoretically, wouldn't you just...
What?
Wouldn't you just die automatically from spiritual pressure fucking seals? Because, like, wasn't that their plan to kill Aizen because it was gonna fucking cook him alive?
No, the plan to kill Aizen was to use the Sogyoku. Well, I say that
I mean during the fight, where, like, when or Kisuke puts a specific thing on him.
No, so what Kisuke did specifically is that he removed his limiters that govern the flow of spiritual power through the body and the wrists of the Soul Reapers. He basically set those to incineration to basically cause Aizen to burn himself to death off of his own spiritual pressure. Now, that can essentially be used to kill pretty much most Soul Reapers in general, because it's basically just activating the mechanism of your own spirit energy and setting it ablaze like a can of gasoline, so you burn to death from the inside. But the reason why it didn't do anything to him was because he was no longer a Soul Reaper at that point. His physiology changed completely due to the Hokyoku.
Yes.
But that wouldn't be applicable to Ashiro. As a Shiro, because he's technically a Soul Reaper still. Dude, how many fucking abilities does this Bankai have?
It's a lot easier to add abilities to a Bankai when you're writing it.
No. He's got like fusionism, durability negation, statistics reduction, statistics amplification, enhanced senses, soul manipulation, biological manipulation, morality manipulation, mind manipulation.
Imagine your Zanpakuto non-stop talking shit 24 hours a day.
Capable of materializing invisible swords to secure his target. These allow them to attack and kill his targets without motion. They induce a pain that is akin to 1,000 white-hot knives carving against one's flesh on contact. Oh, so it's just override your senses. He can fuse himself with the air itself to become intangible and invisible to even Soul Reapers, whilst being able to interact with his surroundings. He's teleport to wherever he is fused, even to different dimensions. Capable of manipulating and controlling the very fabric of the environment he fuses with, he can manipulate his environments to immobilize people, create holes in his surroundings, or even cause people to sink into stone. He can further telekinetically move stones with fusing. Okay, so merging with his Gigai, Ashiro gains the ability to imitate and copy his mouth and hands with each space of air and his very surroundings. He's able to use this power to chant hundreds of Hado level 90 and 96 Kitos at the same time that other Kitos fails to bombard his opponent.
I love the fact that Baldur basically shits himself the moment Kratos doesn't die.
No, that's a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, the moment fucking Baldur can feel pain again and Kratos is over here beating his ass, he's like, why? Yeah, Devil, you're not gonna be able to finish this fight today. I mean, you still got like 10 more minutes, but like, I'm not seeing you beating this fight today. Okay, so Devil, now that we know that we can stream the other God of War games, you're just gonna, are you imagine your Zanpakuto talk shit to you, not talk shit 24 hours a day? My Zanpakuto can't tell me anything I haven't already told myself.
So just like Zabimaru then.
Oh, you mean because of the man?
Did you ever, if you ever saw that filler arc, like Renji just gets the shit from Zabimaru like all the time, even after he gets them back.
I mean, you remember how he didn't even have the real Bankai?
Dude, they're gonna have to extend that scene a little bit and to be like, Zabimaru, what the fuck?
I thought you were my brother. I thought we fought side by side. Like, hang on a minute now. You thought a lot of things. You
gave me my Bankai faster than anyone ever should have gotten it. That wasn't even a real thing.
Is that the reason they give?
No, so I think so. What's confirmed is that I think he's given half the name.
Yes, but like that's still such an incredibly fucked situation to be in. Your fucking own weapon.
No, they didn't trust him.
Yeah, well, no, let's not lie to ourselves. Thought you were too weak to use it.
To be fair, when he gets the actual true name of the Zanpakuto, his Shikai is already above 2 captain level enemies. By the 1,000-Year Blood War arc.
I would like to still just point out for the record, his own weapon thought he was too weak to use it.
Clearly, he didn't do enough training.
We're just gonna ignore how fucked that is. All right, I understand. I know how.
No, it's horrible, but it's true.
I love how the way the author decides, I'm going to upgrade Renji. Renji, you are actually fucking trash. But now you will not be trash. Oh, couldn't have been a little more on, couldn't have been a little off the nose on that one, couldn't we? What does this Bankai even actually do?
It makes him... Okay, so it's basically a clothing Bankai that he wears is like an extension of his body.
Oh my god, you don't know what it does either.
And it shoots... Well, it can shoot projectiles, it has high-speed movement, things like that. Like, it's just a very mobile Bankai, but it doesn't have, like, any special powers.
So, are you telling me he just went Super Saiyan?
I mean, it's got what's it called? Hikotsu Taiho, but like that's basically just like a red blast. Of spirit energy.
Balder seems a tad bit upset. This is what happens. Sure wants to destroy Hiko Mundo. His plan failed. Dane just returns to prison.
True.
That seems incredibly fucking weird. Why do you want to destroy Hiko Mundo? What the fuck did Hiko Mundo do?
Got the hollows.
Why won't you listen to me? Maybe because we're in the middle of a fucking fight?
I'm so tired. To be honest, I kind of would have a hard time understanding if anyone could beat this man other than the Zero Squad, because if you're able to fuse with essentially anything, do whatever you want.
Okay, so Shizu and Kenpachi were having a fierce battle in the Dongai, and Shizu created 100 versions of himself, fired Hado 96. Kenpachi tanked it. Shizu used his Onpok toe. Kenpachi resisted it. Wait. This can be resisted? So, see, this is the problem, and this is the problem I'm not sure how I feel about resistances. When a character resists something, his sister got killed by hollows, he can get in line.
Not when you got that Bonkai. You are the one.
No, but what I was going to say was fucking, Kenpachi swung his sword so hard he sent him all the way to the human world.
I don't know if that's how that works, but okay.
Wait, so are you wait, oh, okay, so the Kenpachi fought him and his powers didn't work with Kenpachi then? Is that what you're saying?
I have to find a PDF copy of this.
Okay, so this is where it becomes a problem then. Do you assume that Kenpachi himself has resistances to this, or do you assume that anyone who's strong enough resists the Bankai's ability?
I mean, if you have to fuse with someone using direct contact, then if you have a high enough spiritual pressure, you should be able to stop him.
Alright, Devil, this will be your last attempt on this boss fight for tonight, because I don't think you're going to be able to clear it in time before I get kicked out.
So tired, I have to...
You can go slumber now, Mangler. Don't worry, Mangler 2 is here to take your place. Hello, Mangler 2.
Yes.
Hi, how's it going?
Alright, fine, Mangler 3. Hello, Mangler 3.
Oh, is Kyle here?
Yes, Kyle's there. He just shows up and he just stays like quiet in the background. He's like Seth the programmer when he shows up to a conversation that's not started by him.
Yikes.
No
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna act real cunty, give me $150, and I'm just not gonna answer your question.
Alright, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna be it for today's stream. Thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care.